Okay, we're recording episode 2, or are we just gonna...
I don't think this is episode 2. I think episode 2 will be like the news and trailer
Okay,
stuff.
so
this
this
is like a mini-sode kind of thing.
Mini-sode.
Like, yeah, like a topical mini-sode.
Okay, so it's not episode 2,
No.
Ignore that.
Oh my god! Right.
Welcome to the Broken Record podcast with me, your awkward host again, Roman, with my autistic host.
I'm actually the cooler host. I think I should just rebrand myself that way.
Okay,
Logan.
fine. My cooler host, Logan.
Yeah, boy! Yes!
So we're going to talk all things Terminator.
Yeah.
Franchises. Gonna give about 20 minutes to each film.
Okay, into it.
So you can start with the first one.
Cool! Well, the first one was actually one of the first horror films I ever saw.
Yeah, it's a horror film.
It's a slasher film.
Yes.
With a gun, is what it is.
Yep.
In the most pure way, kind of like how Alien is a slasher film in space.
Yeah, exactly that.
You know? And people go, oh no, it's like an action fantasy.
Fuck off.
You look at the way it's edited and its tone
and its pace and its
pacing,
lighting and
its music, its cinematography. That's straight up a horror film. People forget.
The bit where the T-800 goes into the club and has the gun on Sarah Connor is almost
slow.
like beat for beat like every 80s horror film.
I was thinking the scene where he goes into their like room and it's like the roommate and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he just shoots them down.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend, like, in his underwear is trying to kill him and he just instantly dies.
You know
That's a horror film.
But you know what's a cool thing that, like, I don't think any of the other films ever really did well on, even the T-1000 in the next one?
Okay.
The kind of unstoppable force of the T-800 in that film, and then the whole...
feeling of it all.
And then the whole, Sarah Connor, yes? Like, that's just terrifying.
Yeah, he does feel a lot more robotic in this one than he does any of
You
the
believe he's a tank, robot, killer, robot, come to kill everyone.
I mean, T2 is when they were like, let's try and do some CG, let's try some stuff. T1 it's stop motion.
Oh god, it's dated.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say you look at it and go, that's a fucking robot right there.
Yeah.
The way it's so awkward.
I actually love it because old stop motion stuff like that, I kind of have a bit of more heart for, you know, Jason and the Argonauts.
Like in an endearing way.
Yeah, like Evil Dead stuff, like Army of Darkness, same kind of stuff.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, exactly that. And I find that more endearing when I look back on it. It has dated and people don't like it, but for me, I still love it, even though I still think it is dated.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, but you know that stop motion when he's walking down the corridor, that's still terrifying. Because, yeah.
It's more annoying because it feels less human.
Yeah, exactly that. And also, I think the bits where he's cutting off his face.
Yeah, well that model looks bad.
It looks bad, but I like the scene.
Yeah, the scene's great, because it's quiet and he's just doing it and you get it as an audience member, but yeah, that Arnold head.
Now,
I mean, the film always had, like, no budget, you know?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
There's, like, it all takes place either outside or...
And, like, half of the film was shot without a permit. It's crazy.
and where's the light? I can't see what's going on.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know, Arnold wasn't established yet, was he? Or had he done the first Conan movie?
Wasn't he like...
He was like a bodybuilder.
Had he won Mr. Universe?
Yeah, Pumping Iron was before all this.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know if he'd done Conan the Barbarian yet, because I think that might have been just before this.
Funny enough, do you know who was passed up for the T-800 because they weren't believable as a psychopathic killer?
Oh, I read this. It was O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, it was O.J. Simpson.
Irony! It's ironic!
That is really ironic.
Jeez. And also, where did Linda Hamilton come from? I haven't seen her in anything before this.
Were they dating James Cameron and Linda Hamilton?
No, because I don't think so. Because they actually married like years after T2.
Really?
They got married in like '97 or something.
Damn.
Yeah. It was like unrelated to anything work related. It was just, I've known you a long time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, he turned her into a badass bitch in the second film, so I guess he got attracted to that. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's tricky waters to discuss. But one thing I always felt justified in when the internet hates it is when James Cameron talks about feminism. I think it's so funny.
I've never heard him talk about feminism.
There's rants on the internet where he goes, Wonder Woman is by no means a feminist icon.
Yeah.
And everyone got so mad at him, and I was like, watch T2. He's good at that.
Yeah.
You know? Watch Aliens. No, he knows what he's talking about.
But it's like, you know, just because he made, you know, Ripley and Sarah Connor doesn't mean he's the be-all, end-all talk
No.
of, like, female... Because he talks about how Wonder Woman... Like, she's a superhero.
Yes.
She's...
I get
God,
it. She's a
Sarah
god.
Connor and Ripley are just humans.
Yeah, which I think is better though.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah.
But, you know, like... Yeah, I think he's a bit out of touch now.
Because
Because he hates all the Marvel stuff, because he's jealous.
I mean, yeah, he just doesn't know what's making money. But it's all trends. But I've always... Sarah Connor is my go-to example. Like,
and you
a
know
strong,
what?
independent character.
I like the way she is in the first film as well. She's, like, believable as this...
Ditzy waitress, kind of, yeah. Who has to grow.
It's a good start to her arc, because it makes her more relatable, because she is the audience symbiote character.
Yes.
But also, something that always bothered me, and no one else has kind of... I've looked it up, and it's hard to kind of get an answer on it, but I swear to God, when Kyle Reese is arrested in the first film, he says that they won the war, and that the only way to stop them was the Terminators being sent back in time, and the guys were like, well, why didn't they just destroy you then? He's like, because it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered because we already won. We took over. The only way to stop us was to go back in time.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's like, it's the scene where he's being interrogated.
I remember they're all dead!
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see it on the TV.
Yeah.
I don't remember that dialogue, but that's such a good scene.
Because he said, because we had already won, stopping us then wouldn't have made a difference.
Do we forget is Lance Henriksen in that film as one of the police officers or something?
Who?
Oh, Bishop from
Oh,
I think he's one of the police officers in that film.
maybe because James Cameron.
One of the main ones, and he was actually supposed to be the Terminator first.
No way.
And they were just like, we're not buying it. We're not, because the Terminator was pitched when it was all written. Because the Terminator, the inspiration for it came from when James Cameron was in hospital.
Right.
And he was having like a nightmare in hospital.
Yeah.
And he just pictured this man walking out of some fire. And as he was walking, the flesh peeled off, and it was like a robot.
That's a really cool way to invent the Terminator.
Yeah, and he was just like, oh, I need to write a movie around this. And the entire time they were doing the costume and the casting and all that, the Terminator always supposed to look like he blended in, because it's a robot in society.
You know what's really impressive about the whole thing, reaching all the way back from the beginning? The design never's dated. Of the Terminator itself.
Oh,
no. Like, it's always been terrifying, because it's very skeletal, and it's, it's something from, like, what is it, 70s or 80s the first one came out?
84.
Yeah, like, most, RoboCop, very dated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back to the Future's still a little bit dated and it's stuff. Like, Terminator, the design of it's never been dated.
Like the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that says a lot that a design from all the way back then isn't seen as cheesy now. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's because they've always kept on continuing it. RoboCop got, 3 movies, Back to the Future got 3 movies. There's always been a Terminator movie every single decade since the 80s.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the look has never seemed cheesy. Like the Terminator in all the films looks absolutely terrifying, and especially in Salvation and stuff.
Yes.
Like, that's the only kind of thing I'd say it does well. But on the ending of the first Terminator, do you think James Cameron knew where it came from and where it was going in terms of the future stuff?
I don't think so at all. I think if you watch that, it's a very self-contained film with a larger universe.
Yeah.
Because it literally ends with her pregnant and she's doing all the recordings. You never have to meet John Connor, because Kyle Reese tells you who John Connor is.
Yeah.
Kyle Reese explains it all, and you can go, okay, she's going to raise that child's going to save them and then send it back. It works within its own...
Do you want to know what I don't think the people going forward after Cameron's films got about...
Oh, yeah? But post T2?
Like, John Connor's not interesting.
You don't think?
John Connor is Jesus.
Yes, yeah.
And in the Jesus story, he's not the most interesting person. It's everyone around him.
Well, I think that's trying to do the grounded in realism thing. Like there's a whole thing in Salvation where it's like, you're not the Messiah. Yeah, you knew this was gonna happen and you warn people. That's not how the world works. So.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing. I think even in T3, he mentioned something about it, and it's just, I'm a loser because I'm waiting for the world to end. But it's not ending.
Yeah.
But my mum told me I'm important. What?
But the thing is, he's only important if there's an apocalypse.
He's only important because his mum was insane and kept telling him he was important, like in a realistic context.
Yeah, so he's an egotistical freak.
Yeah, which is why in T3 he's like a drug addicted loser. It's like, but this doesn't make any sense.
But
I'm the best thing ever. What?
But in terms of like his character, I don't think they ever really had a proper plan for like John Connor. I think if James Cameron had sequels in mind, it was always going to be with Sarah Connor. I don't think he ever had a plan for John Connor.
Well, that's the really interesting thing. Like, I am of such two minds about what T3 did with Sarah Connor.
Right.
On one end, I'm like, you've taken the most interesting and most badass character of your franchise and you've killed her off screen. GG.
But that's not really their fault. They had a... Linda Hamilton didn't want to come back.
Oh, okay.
And, they were kind of written into a corner. And I think for what they had to do, it was decent.
On the other end, what I noticed very recently, like I only thought about it 4 or 5 days ago, it's kind of genius and it's so interesting. They pulled a Superman. Because Superman's dad, Jonathan Kent, he dies of a heart attack. And Superman has his powers.
And he can't
save him. And it's the whole thing of... Sarah Connor didn't die in the war.
She died of leukemia.
She died before the war of something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
And John just has to carry on knowing what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
And I find that really interesting. Like a John Connor who, for all he knew, his mum was a mental patient and then she died of like some kind of cancer. And now he's just convinced of what's going to happen in the future. But he's not certain.
Well, I don't think...
That's quite interesting.
I don't think he had that viewpoint because he physically saw the Terminators in the second film.
Well,
so it's not like he's like, oh, my mum... He thought his mum was crazy until he physically really saw the Terminators in the second film.
But like, I'm of such two minds about that, about her dying before the war, because I think, what does that do about her character? That's kind of... Because she never saw the war, so that's kind of interesting.
I like that. I actually really like that, and I think it's something the TV show could have explored a bit more.
I mean, what kind of purpose would she have served during the war, though?
Exactly.
You know, it's
the
like,
whole point.
It's like Ben Kenobi in Star Wars. You just kill him off when you don't need him. You know.
But going into T2, which is obviously a lot bigger budget, lot bigger scale, a lot more kind of aware of its ideas.
Did you see the 3D release?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did.
Did you notice any like the changes and additions he did?
I didn't notice any new stuff. But I did like notice that some of the stuff was better looking.
Oh, like how it was really colour graded.
Yeah.
And there's stuff where like
because it's very blue. I've always noticed how blue T2 is, and it's always bothered me.
He did a lot of like CG touch ups, not quite Lucasing it, but like he would cover up movie mistakes. With it. Like, you know the scene where the lorry's going over the bridge and it has this whole top half like ripped off.
Yeah.
In the original film,
yeah,
when the lorry goes over the bridge, you can still see the windows and mirrors that were just taken off in the previous scene.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's because it's a stunt lorry. And stuff like that. He would CGI out that stuff to keep continuity. And I think he did a bunch of stuff like that. So, like, he played around with it, I guess, to make it fit in more. But that's a film that probably looks great in 3D.
But do you think that if he went back and did CGI stuff to the first Terminator, would it improve it?
I think it would lose a lot of its charm. Me personally.
I think
there's such a raw feeling about it. That's how I describe the Terminator.
I think if you went over the stop motion with CGI, I think that would be okay. I don't think you should get rid of like the head or the the practical stuff. I definitely don't think you should CGI over practical like they did with Yoda in Phantom Menace. That was stupid.
Ever since I saw the first Terminator, I was probably like maybe 10 years old. And the only vivid memory I have is me literally, like, my emotions in the moment going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then having my dad cover my eyes.
I was scared of the first Terminator, I was.
Yeah, and my dad covering my eyes with a pillow during the weird silhouette sex scene.
Oh yeah.
Because I was really young, but like, I just remember going, this is so raw. It feels like, and I mean this in the best way, it feels like a movie somebody made. Yeah. It feels like a created thing, a piece of imagination. It doesn't feel Hollywood and glamorized because of its such low budget. Yeah. But not even in a cheesy sci-fi, in a really gritty, well put together way. Yeah, and it really suits its tone that way. Great thing. The thing I love it because I notice it and it's so stupid. The scene where Terminator's on the bike and they're throwing the bombs at him and stuff, TNT. Do you notice how they reuse the same footage like 5 times and they speed it up at that?
I've never noticed that.
No, if you watch it.
But now, I haven't watched the first one in a while.
If you notice it now, it's so taking the footage and sped it up to make it look like the scene's like a faster car chase. Yeah. But it's just sped up footage and it's really funny.
I think they do that. There's a bit in the first Saw where they couldn't afford a car chase and Donald Glover and other guy villain. Yeah. It's just a shot of the car and they're just like literally they're in a stationary car. It's not even a moving car. But they speed up the footage and it's all rapid editing, so it's clever. Oh, dear. But also, just something character-wise, narratively, do you think, because there is a fan theory, because obviously outside of the franchise, like going forward in the sequels, do you think, taking the first movie as it is, Do you think Kyle Reese knew he was John Connor's father?
I'm trying to think if there's anything really set that up, because he knew Sarah Connor, and he had the picture given to him by John, so you got to protect this woman. I think it's how much he drones on about John, and he's not stupid. He's got to think after he slept with her, oh shit.
I know, that's what I would think. If after I sleep with her, I'd be like, am I John's dad?
And actually, don't they go into that in Genesis? That's the thing I've read.
Well, I'll tell you about that when we get to it.
Okay, because I haven't seen Genesis.
Yeah. We'll go into it. So, in fact, you know what? Let's get into it now. Forget the structure. Basically, it's really stupid, but in the beginning...
It'll mess you up a little bit, surely.
Huh?
Like, realistically, that would mess you up a bit. Like, your dad,
yeah.
who's younger than you, saying, hey, you're my father, go back in time.
Well, before we go into that, that's why I like the tape she leaves at the end of the first film.
Yes.
And then I like that in Salvation that John's listening to it, because it does damage him, because he knows one day... And then I like the meeting between him and Kyle Reese in that film.
Whereas that was a teenager, Kyle Reese. He's like, what? Kyle Reese? Did you hear that?
And it's Anthony Elchin.
Oh, yeah, he's so well.
He is a great Kyle Reese.
Fantastic.
He looks like he could become...
I really bought it, yeah. He's Michael Biehn.
Yeah, he's Michael Biehn. Whereas Jai Courtney's not Michael Biehn. He's too hench.
Yes. Yeah. And actually, that's something I really liked in the big, 2 hour, 40-minute, whatever, special edition of T2 when they brought him back.
Yes!
And it looks like exactly
the same. You know what? I think that's the only version I've ever seen, because when people show me the deleted scenes, I'm like, I saw this in the film.
It's in the film. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, anyway, in Genesis, in the opening... they show the stuff with the photo, and they kind of hint. Oh, and by the way, Emilia Clarke's in the photo, which is annoying.
Weird.
I know it's weird. So Kyle Reese is kind of watching the photo, and it does imply that he's kind of already attracted to this person, even though he's never met them.
That's awkward.
I know, it's like, ooh, I like the photo of your dead mom. Hot. But anyway,
leukemia, you say.
Anyway, when they say, oh, we've got to send someone back to stop the Terminator, John doesn't pick Kyle Reese. Kyle Reese volunteers, which does link back, because Kyle did say, I volunteered in the film, in the first film. He says I volunteered. But I think it's stupid the way it's set up, because if I was John Connor, I would manipulate Kyle Reese into volunteering.
But with him already knowing that Destiny sends Kyle Reese.
Yes. But
yeah.
So then, when he goes back in time, the plot happens, and then when, Terminator John Connor shows up, he randomly refers to Kyle Reese as dad. He just says, oh, it's okay, dad. And he's like, what? And he's like, oh no, and it's
weird.
It's stupid.
What? So he doesn't tell him before he
No. They just Kyle Reese obviously finds out as soon as he gets there.
That's just weird though.
Emilia Clarke and old Arnie tell him, and he's like, what? Literally, Kyle Reese's whole role in the whole film is, what? I'm confused. What? Basically, he's someone who saw the first two Terminators and then is confused by this film.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you were Kyle Reese and you went back and this old robot that you've been fighting for so long.
I love that.
You will sleep with this woman here.
Oh no, that's a really cool scene, because when he's in the truck with Sarah Connor, and she reveals the back, and you see the dead T-800, the young one, and then the old one stands up and he freaks out and he's about to kill him, and he's like, no.
Like the T1 one. Like the 1984 one.
Yeah, the young one, and then you see the old one there, and he almost freaks out. Yeah, Pops. Which I actually like that name, and I like the relationship they have. But going back to Terminator 1 and 2, there is another fan theory that it turns out that each time there's a new Terminator film and a new Terminator sent back in time, the timeline's changed.
Yes.
So therefore, before the first film, John Connor either didn't exist, or Kyle Reese isn't his dad and a different person is his dad.
I mean, that just sounds like a way to not pay mind to continuity.
Well, it creates alternate timelines.
Yeah.
Which does exist. Well, I guess it won't exist anymore, because the third film's going to retcon the last three. Which is a trend of Hollywood nowadays. Halloween's going to wipe the slates clean.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
Aliens is going to wipe the slate clean.
Hollywood has realised audiences will take that.
Yeah.
They'll stop caring.
Yeah.
Because they if say Alien 5 was done right now,
if Neil Blomkamp's Alien was done,
right now they'd be the Alien 3, Alien Resurrection didn't happen, sequel to Aliens.
Yeah.
But if it was done 2005,
Alien Cubed never happened.
They'd have to really weirdly explain Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but say how it doesn't matter. Now, there's a way I do like it better.
Yeah.
I actually really liked Jurassic World in that aspect.
It's like The Force Awakens.
Yeah, there's nothing in Jurassic World that actually necessarily negates Jurassic Park 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean.
But it's sold and you watch it as just a sequel to Jurassic Park.
But I feel like that Fallen Kingdom is going to almost retcon 2 and 3. Because if there's dinosaurs in the real world, like in Civilization, they'll be like, hey, didn't this happen in the second film?
I don't know. I mean, bringing the fact that they've got Jeff Goldblum in there at all. I mean,
Yeah, apparently for 5 minutes.
yeah. I mean, they might reference that. You know, I don't know.
But anyway, I think also, funny enough, just anecdotally, when Genesis was coming out, me and my best friend, we were very hyped for it. So we sat and we watched all 4 Terminators and we wrote down the timeline. We wrote the dates of everything that was going to happen.
And big ass piece of paper.
No, it was on an iPhone, so it was notes.
Okay.
So we would just put the date, like the original Judgment Day, the new Judgment Day, where things were going to fit in, and we were like, how is this film going to explain it?
1997, 2018, 2020.
And you know what's really funny? Like the moment you sit down and watch Genesis, the opening scene says, the bombs fell in 1980, like the original Judgment. It literally, the opening scene says, yeah, 3 and 4 never happened. And we sat there and looked at each other and went, okay. All the work we just did today watching all the films was for nothing.
Suck, man.
No, it was funny because we laughed. Like,
No, but like, I don't know. It's such ingrained in my mind because I'm the same. I was like, okay, Judgment Day happened in like what was it, 1997? They say it was going to happen, and then it didn't. And then you have T3 where Arnold is like, you postponed it. It is inevitable because we want sequels. And then it happens in 2003.
But I like that concept that you can delay fate, but you can't cheat it because it gives John Connor actually a worse future.
Sure.
Because the TX has killed some of his top operatives in that timeline already. And and he comes to the war a lot later than he should have, which means he'll maybe be a lot older than he should be.
Which I guess is that's probably. Do you think that's probably what affected like Terminator Salvation for him not to be like the big leader in charge and just kind of a propaganda figure?
Maybe, but obviously that was a retrospect thing.
Oh yeah. Sure. But you think that would like tie into that at all? Like it happened later than it did have.
I don't think they really thought about it. I think they were trying
to make a movie.
They were trying to push Sam Worthington. And then, because the script leaked, they were like, okay, let's get rid of Sam Worthington. But I think going to Terminator 2, what everyone kind of argues, like the like James Cameron kind of almost cheated his own continuity because the whole reason the Terminator is in a organic skin is because only organic matter can pass through the time machine.
Sure.
Why can the liquid metal pass through a time machine? If only organic matter can.
And when is it established only organic matter can?
The first film.
Is it? I don't know.
That's why it's a cyborg. That's why he has skin. That's why he has growing skin.
Oh, I thought that was just you go into the past, you want to blend in.
I mean, well, it was also they made them look human so they could infiltrate and kill humans in the future.
Yeah.
But in terms of going back in time, it had to have organic tissue over it so it could get through the time
isn't that a pretty dumb idea though? If you're going to model it after one person, it's like, well, this human that we've seen and killed 600 times.
yeah.
Like it's the same face.
Oh nah, it's like a normal human.
After the first one, you'd be like, oh, that's a Terminator still.
No,
it defeats the point.
He goes, I'm a twin. But
which actually does remind me, actually, something. I mean, it's so fucking silly, but I love that alternate opening to T3, where it's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Sergeant William Candy.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Have you not? This is a real thing.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's in like an army base.
Yeah.
And it's like a scientist, and there's like models and he's like on a running machine, and it's taking his blood and that stuff.
Wow.
And it's a 2003 Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's like, I'm the model for the Terminator. They made it look just like me, but they dubbed it with Samuel L. Jackson.
Why?
Because
so it's a so that's his real voice.
So it's a really stupid joke, and then they cut to like a Skynet boardroom meeting, and there's like
change the voice.
Yeah, no. They go, he's great, he looks great, that's cool. But God, do something about that voice. And then another one of the boardroom meetings goes, we'll fix it, and his voice is dubbed with Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, but it's on some like scrawny boardroom.
You know what they should have said? We'll fix it in post.
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
But it's just...
So was this shot?
Yeah, it's a full scene.
Okay.
And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger as a really happy human. Because the human would have
basically him from Twins.
Yeah. With Samuel L. Jackson's voice over the top.
You know, there needs to be a whole Terminator film with that premise.
Yeah.
Like as in a Terminator with Samuel L. Jackson's voice.
Wouldn't he be a great Terminator, Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh my god, yes!
Wouldn't he be fantastic?
Yes, he'd be a good Terminator.
Because he does, like, if you have him just do Shaft and call it a robot, it's perfect.
Okay, now, do you think that in Terminator 2,
Yes.
you know how they have the arm from the first Terminator?
Yeah, I thought that was so clever.
Yeah, but do you think it was always a part of the time continuum that Skynet was made because they had a piece of Skynet technology from the future?
You can't talk to me about the Terminator timeline, I'll get a headache.
No,
it makes sense in a loop, and that's the only... That's how Destiny works. It has to work because it has to work.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it has to happen because it did happen. That's the thing with these movies. For me to make sense when I watch it, I can't think about it. Because otherwise my head hurts.
I only found out that Linda Hamilton had a twin and she was in the scenes in T2 like 4 years ago.
Like the mirror stuff, and when it's like turn around and it's like trust me and all that stuff.
And you know what? That is the cleverest idea I've ever.
Oh yeah. Also the guy...
They should do that in the new one.
Also the guy with the mustache.
The one that gets sliced with the thing.
Also a guy with a twin.
Oh, really?
So that was also I mean that's
the one where the Terminator's the floor.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You just get two people that look the same.
Oh yeah. Also another story beat I hate. Why does the Terminator never be the floor again?
Well,
it's clever.
Because movie.
Yeah, I guess because movie.
I mean, they explain he can't turn into like a cigarette box or something. So there's you think about it.
But he can be the floor. He's already been the floor.
Yes. Well, how much surface area does he cover?
As much as his body is.
I'm now thinking, if he makes it like minuscule thin, like less than half an inch thin, could he cover that entire factory just like engulf?
Could he cover the whole planet?
Yeah, exactly. It could happen. Who knows? Actually, I need to interject here because I want to recut the movie this in. Do you not love that scene in Wayne's World?
Before you talk, I was literally about to say, do you think Wayne's World's canon in the Terminator franchise?
100%, yes! And that scene can be cut into T2.
Have you seen this boy?
You could probably cut that into
the movie.
movie.
You could
make
easily.
sense.
Yeah.
This is after he talks to the girls before he ggets to the arcade. It would make perfect sense.
Yep. Except it wouldn't make sense that
Wayne
and Garth know what he is. Because then they could have told everyone and saved the world.
Yeah.
That's a better Terminator sequel.
Wayne and Garth saved the world.
Yes, Wayne and Garth saved the world.
Also, at the end of that scene in Wayne's World, the is it T-1000 or T-1001? I forget.
The T-1000.
Yeah, it just walks after Wayne's car.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess it would be like pseudo implied he just goes after Wayne, kills Wayne.
Because Wayne
knew.
Because Wayne knew. Because Wayne's actually a psychic, and he saw. Wow, we've really diverged from Terminator itself.
I really want Mike Myers to be like a Skynet official now. One of the sequels.
Oh my god, no! Dr. Evil is the head of Skynet.
Genius! Roman's figured it out.
Infinity War's the most ambitious crossover ever. No! All of the Mike Myers characters in the Terminator franchise.
The Mike Myers universe isn't the Terminator universe. It's all canon. Tim Miller, I think we just spoiled your movie. The big twist. Do you think it'll be in the trailer?
The big twist is like Arnie takes off his mask and it's the Love Guru.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into it.
Okay, so I don't really have much to say about Terminator 2 because everything's been said about it. But
it's a perfect sequel, great action. I will say the only edition I watched, so I guess it's my own fault, and the only one you've seen, which is like the colossal like third extended cut, like 2 hour 40 minutes.
But I prefer that. It's way more. It's like
the pacing is horrible. But all the footage is great. All the scenes are great. The plot. Like in that extended edition, the stuff it covers, great. It's not a well-paced.
You say that, but as a child, I never got bored, and I never children would get bored watching that.
Oh, with my ADD, like I was always into the movie.
Yeah,
but
you was distracted
with that big extended cut. I got up to the scene where Arnie is shooting the cop cars. I'm like, okay, this movie is long. I need to lie down.
Oh, I love the bit where the T-1000 gets shot and he's like ice. So he shatters, and then the bit where it all molds back together. Like I don't even know how that was shot.
Well, what about like the thumbs up? Can we not like say crying moments? I now know why you cry. It's something I can never do, and I'm like, Arnie, same.
I know now why you cry.
Just something.
Just a funny little anecdote bit. While me and my friend were watching all the Terminator films, the bit in T2 where Sarah Connor carves No Fate into the bench,
Yeah.
Me and my friend at the same time, without any hesitation, we both just looked at the screen and said, "What a bitch!" Because
vandalism.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, how dare you vandalise this bench in the middle of nowhere?"
Has that never affected you though?
What?
Like
No Fate.
No. Films don't really affect me, but for some reason, when I saw the film, I really, really stuck to that ideology. It's like no fate, but what we make for ourselves.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And that's something I preach to other people. I'm a dickhead about that.
But I think
I'll quote it all the time.
But I think the point is only enforced with the alternate ending.
Yes. What way? It's the grandson and it's in the park.
When John Connor's a senator.
Yeah.
And he's saving the world that way. And, you know.
No, but it's like, I tell that... Look, when people don't want to hear, get up and do shit, be proactive, just tell them that. Like, yes, your fate bullshit is a thing, but you make your fate. Do something.
So you're saying that Terminator 2 is a philosophy that just everyone should just follow?
I genuinely think so, yeah.
Fair enough.
It speaks proactivity to the lazy.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it is fate.
Also, I just want to say that Terminator 2 was the one that started the trend of Terminator films spoiling their twists in the trailer, because...
what happened in the trailer to the first one?
For the trailer for the first one?
Yeah.
And
nothing. Through the police station.
Nothing, because it was like an 80s trailer, so it was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is an unstoppable killing machine from the future.
Science fiction.
They say the Terminator like 5 times in the trailer.
That is amazing. Why did you make me watch the Genesis trailer? I could have just watched that one.
Oh my god.
That sounds amazing.
Because back then trailers, like, they had the title card, but then they'd carry on saying stuff about the film, and then have the title...
the voiceover as
The
well.
Terminator is blah 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 blah. The Terminator is this.
Did you ever notice? I'm stealing this thought process from a review I saw because it just stuck with me.
Yeah.
You noticed that the bar they're going to is called Tech Noir.
What? I never noticed that.
Like the
because that's what the film is. It's a tech noir.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's like kind of like a noir film, but it's like a futuristic one. It is tech noir.
I just want to say, I know you don't like Ragnarok, but you should watch this trailer someone made that's really fun. It's a trailer for Ragnarok, but it's done like it was made in the 1980s.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that. The whole Flash Gordon 1980s kind of the thing.
It's great.
I get that that's even what Taika was going for. I still like the movie.
But in the actual Terminator 2 trailer, they reveal that Arnie is the good guy.
Get down.
Yeah. Whereas, like, if you don't know that, that's such a good moment. And it's such a good twist.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you watch the first one and you didn't know nothing about the second, and you watch the second.
Because by far, my favourite bit...
Johnny Connor has the oh shit moment.
Because my favourite bit in all of T2, all of it, is the moment Sarah Connor sees the T-800.
Yeah, it's like
and she falls down, and then because you see her slip, and then she tries to run away, and then you hear John shout, "Mom!" And then he goes, "Come with me if you want to live." The line her lover said to her when she met Kyle Reese said that to her.
Yeah.
And it's very impactful that the person that Kyle was protecting her from now says that to her.
It's all atmosphere. It's like perfect atmosphere.
It's perfect atmosphere
and production. And what I love about that scene, I didn't notice on my last viewing. Dr. Silverman is in that entire scene.
Yeah, and he's got a cigarette in his mouth and it just drops, doesn't it?
No, but he's in that entire scene. So you know when they get in the elevator and the T-1000 is chasing them?
Yeah, and he pushes the doors open. And
Dr. Silverman's just at the end of the hallway like this, and the long shots looking at them. He doesn't run off, he's just staring at them.
And I think that's a good segue into the third one, because they like...
I'm Dr. Silverman.
He's like, oh, you imagine things. Strange things.
Impossible things.
Insane things. Things you can't live with.
He's so forced in that movie.
I know. But it's funny because that's the only link.
Yeah.
Other than Arnie.
Character. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably the best place to put him in, because directly after that he comes out with the coffin. And how do you feel about that, actually? Sarah Connor filling her coffin with gums.
I love it because it shows... Because even though Sarah Connor... Like, because at the end of the second film, she's got that hope that, you know, the future's not what we make. And even though she lived well past Judgment Day was meant to, I love the fact she had this paranoia that if anything did happen, she have to still prepare John, even if she was dying. And I love the fact that when John says that she was dying of leukemia, he said they gave her, like 6 months, and she fought for 3 years or something. And I was like, wow, what a strong woman.
Wasn't it like, it was like very close to T3, didn't she only die like 4 years prior, or something really close like that?
I don't know when she actually died. Oh, yeah, I think it was like maybe a couple of years ago. I don't know.
I'm very sure it was in the 2000s.
Maybe.
So I was like, okay, well, does that mean that...
They also in that film retrospectively changed John Connor's age from the last film.
They do, because he's 13.
And they make him 10?
10, and it's stupid because you look at T2 and go,
That's not a 10-year-old.
That's a 13-year-old boy. That's a boy about to start puberty. I don't know what you're on.
Do you think
She's not my mother, Todd. Great.
Oh yeah, the guy from Big.
Yes,
the best friend from
Yeah,
Big.
the mullet. The ginger mullet.
Maybe he's the same character.
I want him back, actually.
Yes, bring him back.
Yeah.
Bring him back as... Wait, I could actually see him growing up into the people that will... I mean, I know the timeline makes no sense, but you know in the first Terminator when the T-800 goes to that group of punks?
Yeah.
I can see him being one of those punks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I saw the kid you're looking for. Hey! It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Because he's on the Afterburner. And John Connor plays Afterburner.
Now, I just want to say,
yes.
Let's talk about all the... Let's touch upon T3 and then just go straight to the commentary.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of great stuff in that commentary.
Yes.
But in terms of the film, it has two of my favourite scenes in the whole franchise.
Really?
Yeah, in the whole franchise.
Do me a tell.
Okay. The first one is when the TX has reprogrammed the T-800 and he's trying to fight that.
Yes.
That's amazing
Yeah,
because
yeah.
his head is still trying to warn them and
He's like, desire is irrelevant.
Yeah, that's such a good line. Desire is... He's like, you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. Desire is irrelevant, I am a machine. And that was in all the trailers, that line.
It's a trailer line.
And the way he fixes it is amazing when he's like, what's your mission? And he's like, to ensure the survival of John Connor and Catherine Brewster.
You are failing
that mission. I cannot fail my mission. I was like, that's brilliant. And then as well,
That's
it's the only film where he actually says, I'm back.
Yes.
And he's got half his face ripped off, and that's brilliant. The second favourite scene in that whole franchise for me is the ending.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I like. I mean, to me, that said the film had balls.
Yeah, because it was a cheesy film, and then it was like, fuck you.
Well, yeah, you go Terminator and Terminator 2, it's very linked, it's very Cameron doing his philosophy spiel. Terminator 3, like you said, was a cheesy action film, and then it's literally... And then everybody dies, and then nukes went off. And
because
like,
it does imply that they could be the last two people on Earth.
Yeah, exactly. The bunker, yeah. And I'm just like, what?
I know.
Don't ship.
It always really bothered me that they would never...
They went there though. You don't think they're going to go there, and then they go there.
No, but it always bothered me that in terms of getting to that bunker...
Yeah.
Like...
I was like...
Obviously they assume it's Skynet Central, but I never know where that came... Like
Cyberdyne.
Yeah, but it's just annoying that it was very... I'm pissed off with John Connor because I feel it was a cheat.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they should.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think they're told it by Catherine's dad.
Yes.
And
well, Catherine's dad says it's Cyberdyne. I don't think she says Skynet.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, because obviously he's saying it to keep them safe because he's like protect my daughter, whereas like John Connor interpreted it as we can stop it and shut it down, and I
actually I don't want to interject actually. Don't you know the T2 twist with the liquid metal character pretending to be other characters?
Yeah.
I actually think that's done a lot better in T3.
Oh, you mean when Catherine gets shot?
Well, firstly, when the TX pretends to be the boyfriend.
I think that's really cheesy and bad.
That was not in the cemetery. When he actually goes to the boyfriend and kills the boyfriend. I thought that scene was good.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember the scene where she kills him, but as soon as she plays him, I think he's so obviously weird. Why are the cops not picking up how weird he is?
In the scene before that, it was really good though.
What happens? Yeah. I don't remember seeing...
It's in like this really weird like apartment.
Yeah. He turns around and she does a weird twist, innit? Like her body twists. Yeah, and then blood splatters on the photo, innit?
Yeah, that was all good. And then, like you said, the scene where it's Catherine, Dad, look out!
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good reveal.
That is great. In fact, in the commentary when they were saying... She didn't know how to play it as, like, should she play it like normal Kate or as robot Kate?
Yeah.
And I definitely think normal Kate was the best.
Yeah.
Because when I first watched it...
It's cut together.
When I first watched it, I was like, fuck, she's dead!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, also, I do love when the TX tastes the blood.
Oh, I thought that was so cheesy.
No, but I love the fact that, like, because she's not going after John Connor because they know they can't find him. And it's just like,
taste.
Shit, I found John Connor.
Yeah, the robot, like, orgasms.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird. Nah.
Yeah, but they are artificial intelligence.
I just thought that was weird. Like, I got what they were going for. I thought that was a weird performance from Christine Logan. Because essentially goes, And then she turns around and shoots at Kate Brewster. I was like, what? Okay.
I do think that she has the best kind of, in terms of the comedy, it's not even cheesy, it's good comedy. That
Like how she plays it straight.
Yeah, but when she's like, I like your car, next cut, she's just driving the car. Like, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
And she does that with everything. I like this, I like that. And she just has it in the next scene. And I'm
I
like...
like your gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's better than the T-1000 doing it.
Yes.
Because, you know...
What is stupid, how she takes control of the police cars in the highway by putting her finger in.
I like that she can control the machines.
No, but I would have her do like one at a time. The fact that she puts her finger into one and then like when they're on the highway, there's like 5 police cars.
Oh yeah.
Them. I'm like,
but
okay.
you know, I guess wireless technology was a thing.
That is the best time to go into the commentary though.
Yes.
When it's like she's getting pulled over.
Yes.
And
oh, the breasts.
Yeah, the women were saying to each other.
That's brilliant. Like, what? Oh, it would be great.
Because some men like little breasts, some men like big breasts. I'm like, Arnie, you're being recorded, fam.
But you know what though? I see what he means. Like, he's from a different time, and he's not PC, and yeah, it's cringy as fuck to listen to. But I understand he's not actually being misogynist.
He's well intended.
Yeah, it's all like he's not a misogynist,
and he talks about how when he had to go back in time and people were going, "Oh, taboo! Look at his butt," and then he balances that by talking about the female Terminator. It's like, yes, this perfect figure.
Yeah, and you know what though? Even though that stuff shouldn't really be talked about, it was needed. Like, he's right. A lot of people wanted, like, a lot of women liked the fact that Arnie was naked in the film, and it, you know, it is an interesting thing to do it with a female.
That was kind of sexual exploitation of a bodybuilder.
Yeah, of course it was. Like, in fact, it was male objectification before even. Like, there was no female objectification in the first.
Franchise to the first film.
Yeah, which is weird, isn't it? But also, I kind of felt a bit for him in the commentary because he talks about his insecurities about getting buffed for the role again, and I think it's something that has always stayed with him because he's obviously got a problem with his bodybuilding. Like, I mean, no one needs to be that big. No one needs to be like that.
No, but I mean, he was bodybuilding when steroids were legal.
I know, but yeah.
It was a you get that big and then you take this to stay that big.
But that's obviously an insecurity he has of his own body that he feels he needs to look like that.
Yes.
And
I mean, wasn't T3 like... He was filming T3 like 6 months before he ran for governor, and it came out like as he was governor. So it's like the last film he did.
So literally, the Terminator was the governor.
Yeah, for a time. Yeah, like there was trailers out, and it's like that's the governor of California, like putting on the star shades and.
You know.
That's what I seen. Like the gay bar scene.
Oh, yeah, you know why I don't like it? Not for any other reasons you don't like it, because I love it for the reasons you don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I don't like it is because when he goes in and sees that it's ladies' night and he's scanning all the clothes, he scans one woman and it says inappropriate.
Yes.
He's naked.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, isn't that like the really like heavy woman that's like gives him like like checking him out?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But he's naked. You're being inappropriate.
I will say I do love the interaction he has with the stripper.
Talk to the head, honey. Wait your turn.
No.
Yeah, that's so great. And I love when he uses it again in the shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then that
head.
Jason Mewes looking shopkeeper is just like, what?
And I love the music that plays in that scene. It's like so naughty.
That's actually
so early naughty comedy.
I do like about the film. It's a weird angle, but I
think it's self-referential.
No. The whole like the first half of this film is just Kate Brewster's just kidnapped.
Yeah.
I was like really into that because John Connor gets in the back and offers her food. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then she just throws it at him. It's like, what the fuck?
And then they just talk about how they made out when he was 13. I'm like, you disappeared from class. I'm like, where's this movie going?
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what's really funny? Even after all of that, the moment they get to the grave, she's like, no, I'm getting a gun, like, let me go.
Shoots him in the face and he bites the bullet.
That.
Yeah. Does he bite the bullet or does it go through his chin?
Like, she shoots and his head does that, so I think he just catches it in his mouth or something. Or maybe it does shoot him and it just goes through his mouth like... You know, like rubber. Or,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, that was another, like, cheesy moment, but I can see how that could be really menacing.
It was funny as fuck. Because it wasn't, like, Arnie talks about it in the commentary, and he says, it's funny because it is an intense scene, and then... Because all the comedy of the T-800 isn't...
You wouldn't expect her with normal, just cinema tropes. You don't expect her to shoot him, you don't have to put it down.
Yeah.
So the fact that she does go, no, fuck this guy.
That's why I like the scene when John Connor threatens to kill himself.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, that's funny.
And then Arnie's like...
I found that so funny.
I predict, judging by your sweating and your pupil dilation, there's an 83% chance you will not pull that trigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. You know what would have been...
That's a robot. That guy's walking around
You know what would have been mental? If he did shoot himself.
No, I always thought that scene was so funny, actually. That's one I really did.
So much for the great John Connor.
Yeah. What's that really weird line where it's like, the levity is good? It leaves tension and the fear of death.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
I mean, there are moments like that where they made it a gimmick, and I wasn't really into that, but I was like, yeah, it's funny, because he's a robot.
You know what, though? Like, I do feel they didn't buy me into believing that Edward Furlong and this guy were the same. I mean, I believe that this guy is John Connor.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he's the John Connor from T2 because he doesn't remember. Like, well, he does remember, but he doesn't understand.
He's the baby, all that stuff.
And it's like...
And he's like, I'm a different model.
It's like, yeah, why would John even think he would have those memories?
You literally saw that robot go
die. You saw him burn alive.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was stupid, actually.
Yeah, it is really stupid.
I mean, no, but you don't buy, like, I never bought... Not necessarily in character, because T2, John Connor's like stealing from ATMs and he's going on the bike, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watch T3 and he's like, yeah, the bomb's never dropped, and he nearly runs over the deer and he like falls over. In character, I don't buy that that's Edward Furlong's John Connor, even after the father-son like character arc for T2. I think he'd still be a lot more hard-edged because the John Connor in T3 is very self-victimizing.
He's a wimp.
Yeah, he's very self-victimizing.
He's like, yeah.
I'm like, that's not John
It's
Connor.
not my fault. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask it. It's like, why are you so whiny? You can do that without being whiny.
John Connor would be like an angry bastard about it.
He would be, you know what, I'd see him being like a fucking, you know, a hench person, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'd see him in prison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be...
Because wouldn't that be the best place for John Connor to be? Mm-hmm. Because it's protected.
It would keep him out of everywhere.
Yeah.
It would pay for his food and stuff like that.
And he can get buff like his mum did.
And he wouldn't be scared about that kind of thing at all. Yeah. I mean, fuck it. You look at T2. That guy's been in like juvie every other weekend.
Yeah, that kid is definitely a juvie kid. The hair says it all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Also, I like that he was hacking ATMs.
Yes,
because it shows
easy money.
It shows how fucked up Sarah Connor was raising him.
You know what
I mean?
They were like living on the street and always going from one place to another place to another place, which I guess does kind of inform T3's living off the grid. No cell phones.
Yeah, but he's too wimpy.
Yeah,
like you'd think living off the grid and doing that would make you a lot more hard-edged.
Not just homeless.
Yeah, not just homeless.
Which reminds me, actually, now you've got me there. It literally starts with him driving a bike. Where did he get the petrol for that thing?
Stole it.
Oh, I need that answered in my life.
Stole the bike.
Yeah.
Like he steals everything in that film.
That's true. Yeah.
Like literally Arnie just goes in and steals all the food in that shop.
Actually, I'm just remembering he was in prison in T3 because it starts him doing community service in like a prison clothes.
Oh yeah, they should have just stayed with that.
Yeah.
You know what? It should have been the Terminator breaks him out of prison.
But again, that character that Nick Stahl, John Connor wouldn't have been in prison.
Yeah.
He would have done community service like he was.
Christian Bale would have been in prison.
Actually, wasn't that a really good reveal when the hallway's on, like, not on fire?
John Connor?
Yeah.
It's time. Are you here to kill me? No. You must live. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I think because of T2, we know that Arnie's not a bad guy. I mean, he put on sunglasses, he put on the star glasses before coming there, so we know he's not the bad Terminator.
What I do like around that scene is when you have the firemen try and pick him up, this guy weighs a ton.
Yeah, that's great.
See, that was good. That I think actually would have been a kind of joke Cameron would have done.
Yeah, I believe it's like they do that in the Wolverine.
Yeah.
But then they forget it later on because someone picks him up. But anyway, also what I do also like about it, but it's not touched upon as much as it should be developed in T3, that he killed John Connor.
Yes.
And that Catherine Brewster sent... Yeah.
An interesting angle. Yeah.
And I like when he's like... When they leave, he's like, I'll see you again or something, doesn't he?
Actually, Actually, I did love that reveal, actually, when they're in... Is it in a Winnebago, where the big thing is? And John Connor's telling him to do stuff, and he just doesn't do it. Yeah. And then he's like, I listened... He doesn't say, like, I listened to her, but it's like Catherine Brewster says something, and he's like...
It's earlier on, before when they're running about, when he's like, I'm ordering you, I'm giving you an order. He's like, I do not take your orders. And then it's like, what the fuck? And I love the reverse psychology bit he does to him, when he's like, you're right, you are not John Connor, I am wasting my time. And he's like, screw you, fucking machine! And then he's like, okay, yeah. And he's like, what, you were just dicking me? He's like, yeah, reverse psychology is really helpful.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think Terminator 3 has really good moments.
Yes.
But it's just kind of...
mediocre as a whole from beginning to end. Like, I don't know, you're winning me over on its tone, because there was actually a lot of really funny
But I
stuff
think
in there.
that it would have been impossible to make a good Terminator sequel in that era after, like, I think it's exactly what it had...
It just felt so forced to me, like a 2000s action film.
Well, to me, I see that as a natural progression cinematically, because at the time, like, I think Terminator should have gone cheesy. I think it should have gone that route.
It needed to exist. If you have just T1 and T2, that's a closed end. You know.
Yeah, but I think, look, because the products of, like, the 80s one was, like, the horror, so it was fine.
The
And
90s
the 90s one was,
action.
it was 90s action. It was 90s action, because it is a bit over the top in places. And I think a natural... Oh, great. Okay, we've got a siren, I think, probably...
No, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm just... Okay, I'll leave it in.
Cool.
I'm not going to cut out that siren.
Yeah, don't.
It's the Terminator.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. But anyway...
Say, 2000s action.
Yeah, I think
It is cheesy.
I think that is the best place you should have taken the... Because what else would they have done? Like, tell me what you would have done, like, in that era with the Terminator.
wouldn't, that's the thing.
But I think that was the best thing to do.
I will say that...
And because then the next thing after is gritty, grey gritty, which is what Salvation was. Because everything was like that.
And
in
then
that time.
Genesis was time travel reboot.
Yeah,
Reboot,
Days of Future Past with Terminators.
One thing I will say about T3 actually, when I was rewatching it, I was going, there's about 3 or 4 effects that really don't hold up.
Yeah.
But by and large, that film does.
You know the bit where she turns when when Arnie's holding on to
Oh,
it and
yeah,
she
yeah.
reverses her arms and
That's
legs and
pretty
head? That's cool.
No, I'm thinking the bit where it doesn't hold up is where his neck's...
Yeah, when his neck snapped. That's
he's got-
perfect.
I didn't buy that at all.
No, the CGI looks shit
the
now.
effect.
But I mean, like, I still like what it was. Like, say for example, the stop motion.
Yes.
It's bad now from the first film, but I like it.
Yes. Oh,
The
okay.
CGI in that bit looks bad now,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Well, I think by and large the film actually has pretty good CG.
Yeah.
You know?
It's because they only use it when it's absolutely necessary. Like, they don't use it for stupid shit.
Actually, and I'll say what I did love the action when I was younger in that film. Like when when he's slamming her into like
Yeah.
toilets and
Yeah.
porcelain's going everywhere.
And you know what? When he spoke about it in the commentary, if that was his call, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And I do understand that he wants to step it up and show people things that they've never seen in a Terminator.
Yeah, because these robots weigh this much.
Yeah.
They would be going through walls.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love
Like
that.
T2 where they're going through like windows and stuff.
I love how they set up how he kills her. Because there's 2 battery packs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, yeah.
It's a
And
good
it
setup and payoff.
And it blows up the car. I know it'll go through out the window.
Yeah.
I never noticed that before, actually.
Yeah, it's a good setup and
I
payoff.
never thought about that. I always thought that was so stupid, though. That you're Terminated, and eyes get bigger. And
Okay, well, the
blows
eyes
up.
get bigger, yeah, but I do like that line. And because he did say that they had a number of lines, like, eat me and
Yeah.
other stuff, but I've always liked that line when he said, you are terminated.
Oh, that's so stupid, though. That's so. It's
Cheesy.
2000s.
Yeah, but you know, like, but he's also never said I'm back until that film.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is still cheesy, but it works so well. Because, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he can do cheesy in the right way in a film.
Well, he makes cheesy beyond endearing.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
Even in the best thing in Batman and Robin, by far.
What do you think of the T1s?
T1s. Oh, the like robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the.
They get a cameo in Salvation.
Do they?
Yeah, they're in Salvation.
Do they?
Yeah, they're in Salvation.
Do you need to explain?
They're not in it for, basically...
They're like the background or something.
More or less, basically, I think it's when Sam Worthington's trying to infiltrate Skynet near the end, and then on the outside you see a bunch of, like, Terminator stuff, and you see them guarding it, and, like, they're moving and there's fire behind them, and they're only in, like, 2 shots.
The moment you leave, I'm putting on my Blu-ray of Salvation, and I'm looking for that. I never noticed
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they're in it. That was when I watched it, I was like, oh, there's Terminators from the third film!
I never really liked that myself. I was like, okay, you're going for like the futuristic drone thing. I understand because
They did it because there was those Citroen adverts that were like kind of like Transformers.
stupid.
Yeah, and those were the kind of comical
I
robots we
thought
were
they were
used to in the
supposed
noise.
to be the predecessor to the Caterpillar track ones in the future in number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was supposed to be.
Nah, they were just kind of like big army tank kind of.
No, but the drone that chases them down the hallways.
Oh yeah.
That's directly one of the ships
Yeah.
in the future. Just
Yeah.
a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So I'm just
That's
like,
cool.
So
And I like that line in it when he's like, "You remind me of my mom."
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
But it is a bit out of character.
No, but I'm just like, who makes these things bigger then? Do the robots make the robots
Yeah.
at the end? That's weird. It's like a C-3PO. Machines making machines.
Machines making machines.
How perverse. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't like the idea that the Terminators are making the Terminators. But
Who else would make the?
I don't know who else would. Cause the
Of
humans
course,
kept
Skynet would.
alive.
I mean, there's. You know what I like? There's the line in the third one where he's like, "What do you guys just come off an assembly line?" And I think, does he say yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that you see that in Genesis. You saw it in the trailer. That scene's brilliant
But
because
you also see it on Salvation. There's like a whole row of them behind him.
you don't see that they're Arnie though.
Pretty
No, because the Arnie reveal because he's only just
that's right.
been invented.
He's in that room.
He's only just been
Yeah,
invented.
you see the smoke conveniently covering his
Yeah,
boobs.
Cover his private parts.
Uh-huh.
And you know what hurts them? You know, that's the best part of that movie, because it's Arnie, and it's not even Arnie.
That's horrendous CG as well.
It is now. At the time, I was like, is that Arnie? Is that Arnie? I was like, no.
No, because they do. I mean, it's actually genuinely good in Genesis, but in Salvation, they try and make it 1984 Arnie, and it's weird clay like shadow lighting, and that always looked bad.
It always did look bad.
And it was just such a cameo. Like
and you know what's really stupid? They just burn his skin instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I mean, they did that because they kind of, in their minds, they had to.
Yeah.
Like a Terminator film without Arnie, even though he's a governor now. We need to like CGI him in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Can you know what I mean? Weird. It would have been the Terminator film without Arnie if they didn't. So
it still is. It still is though.
Yeah, but
just because you have a CGI cameo, people still talk. People forget that. People forget he was in it sometimes.
Do they? That's like the one thing I remembered before I bought it again.
Yeah, because it's all forgettable. And it's so grey.
I like that it's kind of desaturated. It's got that sort of sepia tone look. It's got a unique visual look the others just don't have.
Yeah, but the thing
like
is...
you said, Terminator 2
But the thing is, look at the way the future looks in the first two films.
Oh, yeah.
And Genesis at least got that right.
It doesn't reflect that at all.
Yeah.
But like,
which I don't like
Terminator
at all.
1 is kind of dark. Terminator 2 is kind of blue. Terminator 3 is kind of 2000s.
Poppy.
2000s colour.
It's just high saturation.
Yeah. And then
you go the opposite end for Salvation.
Yeah, I kind of liked. What I don't like about Salvation is how much of it takes place in broad daylight.
Yeah, when it should be at night.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, the sun wouldn't just disappear after Skynet. It would.
Yeah, but
Kyle Reese
says that they only travel at night.
They did reference that. But, like, also, you need to remember, like, Terminator Salvation, that's like, what, 2018 it takes place?
2019.
Yeah, it takes place like a good 6 years before the future you see in 1 and 2. It takes place a long time before the war is established.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. The movie was sold as being the war. Actually, it was just before the war. After the bombs.
But the thing is, it looks like it's after the war, though.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like a Mad Max wasteland.
It's already post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's stupid.
If you actually look at the timeline, it's like just before the war started, just after the bombs dropped.
Can you tell me why the Helena Bonham Carter Sam Worthington subplot was it there for the sole reason for him to become John Connor at the end? Because it feels so useless now.
Well, that's the thing that ties it into Genesis.
No, they just reworked the ideas into Genesis.
Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter technically plays Skynet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
I do like the line where she's like, "You did what we could never do. You've killed John Connor." But it's like, how would you know? Like,
I like. Actually, I will say I like how that begins with him being like a cancer patient in 2003.
No, she's a cancer patient.
Is she? I thought. Oh no, he killed his.
Yeah, he's a criminal. She's a cancer patient.
Yeah, and she goes in.
Doesn't he kiss her or something?
Yeah, he just kisses her and then donates his body, and then he immediately regrets it after he's done it.
Well, duh.
Which makes you think: does that mean like Sam Worthington, like the real Marcus, just like died in like 2014?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead. This digital consciousness.
Yeah, so that's just. There's layers of interesting stuff there.
Layers!
I think it's there, like ogres have layers. There's interesting stuff there. It's just, when you have Mick G direct it, he will not put emphasis on those themes.
Oh,
you know?
I forgot.
How do you feel about, like, the star character, like, the little kid character?
What
The little, like, the mute child.
Oh, the one that's basically, like, from Aliens.
I thought that was actually...
I thought it was a reference to Newt.
Did you? I never
Yeah, because James Cameron.
I never picked up on that, but I was always...
Newt's from the second film, yeah?
Yeah.
The one that Cameron did?
Yeah.
I thought she was basically a reference to Newt.
I never got that at all, okay.
Oh.
I just thought it was an interesting thing. I was like, okay, that's someone born after the war. I mean, there's still humans there, so there's no reason she can't talk.
Yeah.
But
she hasn't got any social skills or...
Yeah.
Which I you know what? All the stuff with Kyle Reese and Marcus I actually really like. I would have rather just watched the whole film about them.
Oh,
because Christian Bale is not entertaining.
When Marcus tells him to wear the strap, and he keeps pulling the gun away.
I love that. And then I love that Kyle Reese says the line to someone else that Marcus says to him. And then Marcus is like, you fucking...
If you're going to hold a gun, be prepared to shoot first.
And then Marcus looks at him like, you've ripped me off.
Dickhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
but I like that Kyle Reese is like, where'd you get that? He's like, I took it off a body. He's like, why didn't you have one? He's like, because I haven't earned mine yet. And I was like...
Actually, I did like the reveal. I don't know if it was a reveal or just a reveal to one of the other characters. When either we don't know or one of the characters doesn't know. I think it's the pilot woman doesn't know. And we don't know he's a robot. And they go through the minefield and the mine attaches to his leg.
Yeah,
that's such an oh shit.
It's a great reveal, but again, spoiled in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
They revealed that Marcus is a Terminator.
That girl he has that weird pseudo romantic interest with. She's like, wait, Wait, what?
Why is she so loyal to him for no reason straight away?
Yeah.
Against John Connor.
I don't know.
Okay, but you know what I do like? I do like the fact...
Do you like the weird spine alien that they like bolt down to the desk?
Yeah.
The really weird like tentacle robot.
And then it pretends that they've got a signal that can shut them down. That's such a good twist as well.
I thought that was so stupid.
No, I like it because it shows Skynet, like, still... Because Skynet's always manipulating with Terminators. Like, they're always manipulating with their things. So, to the point where... Look, it goes back to the third film, and even the second. Like, the fact that in the third one, they released Skynet to fix a virus. When...
Yes.
It's when, you know, they planted it the whole time.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a virus.
Yeah.
It was the virus in itself.
Yeah, it was like Skynet was doing it the whole time. And in the second one, like, the whole... Skynet was made because Terminators came back and they used the... It's the whole Skynet being manipulated with everything.
It's starting itself.
Yeah. And I like the fact that if they give... Because it's the fact that they're clever enough to give the Resistance like a Terminator for them to defeat, but they don't actually defeat.
And even like Skynet knows the entire time there's this small band of humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do like...
It wants to build up their confidence.
I wish we could have gone there to see what happens if Kyle Reese died. That would have been an interesting... Because, you know when he's reacting saying, if he dies, we are dead! We are all dead!
Yeah.
But I'm like, what would happen though? Like, what would actually happen? Would he disappear? Would they do the time travel thing? Or because in Genesis, they completely get rid of that. Because John Connor in...
You're just like cross as old like a happy...
No. Because in Genesis, like John Connor's trying to kill them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Why are you trying to kill us? Like, you if you kill us, you'll never be born." And he says a line which is so stupid. He's like, "We are all marooned in time here."
Stupid.
Dumb. Stupid and dumb.
Dumb.
Get rid of it.
Dumb.
In the bin.
Yes. Dumb, stupid man. No.
Yeah.
Talking about Genesis though, I mentioned to you earlier, I found out this tidbit that I never knew before. And it was right in front of my face the entire time.
Yeah.
You know in Genesis we have that great fight with 1980s Arnie?
Yeah.
The CGI young body double for Arnie in Genesis.
Is he the same for
He's the same one coming
Great.
Yeah. Which means nothing with the continuity. It's just James Cameron admiring good work.
Well, he liked the first half an hour of Genesis, I think.
If you watch that video, where he says...
There's things I start to recognise.
Have you seen the camera angle they used for that interview? James Cameron is sat like this.
Yeah.
And it's because he's sitting on a big pile of money. And I was like, alright.
Okay, for the people listening, Logan was sitting slantedly.
Yeah, and you can tell. I was watching that even before the film came out. I was like, okay, I liked the first trailer. I'm watching this. The fact that you've had to put out a featurette with James Cameron tells me you have no confidence in this movie.
Yeah, they didn't.
So I was just like, no.
Yeah.
No. And they said in the beginning, like, this Genesis is going to start a new trilogy. I was already checked out by that point. I was so uninterested.
I was so into it. I was ready for a reboot new trilogy.
Here's the thing. Like I said, I actually really liked Salvation. And I saw the trailer to Genesis, like, I'm already checked out. The series could have ended with those 4 films. I was like, cool, that was that franchise.
I mean, I accepted the franchise has ended because I bought Terminator the Quadrilogy DVDs. And I wouldn't have done that if I thought there was going to be more.
Wow.
Because now I'm stuck with it.
Oh, you have such a dumb DVD shop.
I know.
Quadrilogy, Genesis, Terminator.
No, I don't have Genesis. Like, but...
Oh, do you want to know how...
If I had single DVDs, I would have just bought 1, 2,
do you know,
and literally only buy the new ones.
Do you know, like, how much I was disinterested in Genesis? Not only did I never see it in the theatres, but I had to borrow the hard drive from my college teacher once, and he had Genesis on the hard drive.
Your teacher had a pirate copy?
I don't know if they might have just been a digital copy. I don't know.
Ow.
Ha!
Ow.
Idiot!
Ow.
Idiot!
Oh, that's on the podcast now. Oh no.
As I was saying,
yeah,
before you died,
I
don't know if it was a digital copy or he just had a HD copy on a file.
Fair enough.
And I don't think he knew that was on the hard drive he gave me. So he just said, copy this bit of work. I was like, okay, sir. So I copied that bit of work. Noticed he had Genesis. I'm like, I'm just gonna copy that too.
Did you?
Yeah. So for like 6 months, I had a free 1080p copy of Terminator Genesis on my memory stick. Still never saw it. This was before it went on Netflix. Yeah. So I was like, I have this for free. And the film came out like 7 months ago. I just never cared to watch it. And I still haven't seen it.
But the thing is, though, I'm in love with the whole concept of that film.
Oh, it's a great concept.
I think literally, like, it's so...
It's so blatant, though. Like,
it's literally such... It's a textbook template of great idea, bad execution.
It doesn't disregard the canon, like the new one's going to do, but it feels so much like...
Well, it does. It says 3 and 4 never happened. And then it says 1 and 2.
In concept and in the way it looks, it's so... Yeah, we don't like those movies, so we're going to do our own thing. And then what it does isn't good.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Well, I think... I do... Okay, up until they... Because here's the structure of the film. You got the future stuff.
Yes.
Yeah? Then Kyle Reese goes back to...
The remake of T1 stuff.
Yeah, then they go back to the 80s. Sarah Connor comes in. They stop the T800 and the T1000. They get them out of the way really quickly. Yeah?
Yes.
And then...
Is it when it introduces its own law?
No. Then they jump to 2017. Because... And in fact, it's something that's carried over from Sarah Connor Chronicles. Because you've never seen that.
No.
Here's the way the Sarah Connor Chronicles finishes. Because it got cancelled.
Yeah. It's like season 2.
John Connor jumps to the future. From the present day he's in, he jumps to the future. Yeah, because they build a time machine. It's like a circular portal thing. But I can't remember the context of the narrative. No, but it is interesting because he's got to go there for a reason.
No, but
he goes there to find his future self and preferably his mother. And he gets there and he's not there.
Nah.
But he gets to the future and John Connor's not there, and he's like stuck there, and it's a cliffhanger, and then it's cancelled.
Nah, I'm not into that because I'm not into early 2000s John Connor making a time machine.
No, but Terminators were sent in the show. There was more Terminators.
Even so, that sounds dumb.
I think if you watch it, you won't hate it as much as it sounds.
Yeah, it
because
sounds stupid in concept.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's not like he built it himself. It's like they had loads of help.
Yeah. I mean, how old is he supposed to be in that show? Like 17?
Yeah.
17, 18?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting
And also,
time
Sarah Connor is like pretty decent in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's straight up the ending of T2 where it's just them on their own, right?
Yeah.
And it just follows that concept.
Well, it's 10 years later.
Would you say, does it work? Like, even if you have to like move some things around in your head, would it work to go T2 Sarah Connor T3?
No, because it's cancelled and the cliffhanger ending makes no sense.
Okay, if you cut off that short arc there, then and then go, okay,
I guess
10 years later she died of leukemia.
I guess if you cut out the arc, and you kind of stop watching,
like the last 4 episodes. Or whatever.
I don't know when it comes in, but yeah, if you get rid of that arc,
and then just go Sarah Connor died of leukemia. Let's go on to T3.
Well, I mean, in a way, it's a bit stupid because Terminators are sent back in that show, so it would be stupid for John Connor to like
be a loser again.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, but with Genesis, I do take so when they're in the 80s, Pops and Sarah Connor has already built a time machine, but they needed to wait for the T800 to come back because they're using components from him.
Right.
So he has the last component.
Okay.
Yeah. So they needed to wait for this machine to work. So they built it.
I guess.
They take like
to wait for him to come back.
They took the chip. That's why they needed to kill him, but not destroy the whole Terminator. So they take his part, and the machine's working.
Yeah.
And Arnie's meant to come with them, but because he's destroyed like some of his skin, he's like, no, you have to go. Mine will grow back.
So he jumps out the helicopter. Or...
No. He looks like normal Arnie. He's not aged up yet. Like, you know when he's like, I've been waiting for you. Right. He looks like that because they're in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And basically, he says, you two jump ahead to 2017. Yeah. I'll wait so my skin can grow back because otherwise people are going to be freaked out. So, but as soon as they get to 2017 is more or less when it goes downhill.
Can you explain to me 2 things just so you can cringe?
Yeah.
Number 1, Arnie's smiling mugshot when he's in prison. And number 2...
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you?
J.K. Simmons at all.
J.K. Simmons is great in the film. He's one of the... No, he's one of an outshining moment.
No, but has he not got like a non-presence?
Yeah, he's a non-presence.
He's like 2 or 3 scenes. Like, why is he there?
Well, here's what's interesting. You know the cop that Kyle Reese saves?
Yeah.
Years later, J.K. Simmons is that cop, and he's like, "There's Terminators! I saw these robots back in the day." And literally, when he's got them like back there, he's like, "Tell me the truth," and they tell him the truth, and he's like, "Okay, fair enough," because he's like, "Yeah, I saw it, I know."
But he's just in that movie.
Yeah, he should have had a way bigger role.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what they should have done? Instead of making Matt Smith Skynet, because Matt Smith's Skynet, they should have revealed that J.K. Simmons is actually Skynet, because that would have been a good twist.
Actually, because I told you I was gonna mention it.
Yeah.
The original Genesis, what Genesis was gonna be, when there were multiple pictures, and how do we fix this franchise? People don't like Salvation.
Yeah.
You know how T3 was just T2 again?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
But cheesy and bigger.
What they were gonna do was they're actually gonna go the complete opposite way.
Yeah.
Because what happens in Terminator? They send a robot to kill Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
What happens in Terminator 2? Or Terminator 2 and 3?
Yeah, send back to kill John Connor.
What they were going to do is they were going to send Terminator back to the 50s.
Okay, okay, that's more or less what they have that in Genesis, and I would have loved to see a whole film of that because the prequel stuff, there's a flashback sequences.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
where she's like a little girl and carries.
Yeah,
her,
yeah,
and it's got the bazooka.
And Arnie looks great in that as well.
Yeah,
but you know what makes no. Okay, here's
no, a film just no, but that's the thing. Sarah Connor only knows because of Kyle Reese. Sarah Connor's mum just randomly being chased in the 50s by this robot with no context at all.
It makes no sense though because there's no record of anyone past Sarah Connor because the war destroyed human records.
Yeah, that's what they were gonna do, and I can sense that would have felt like just another sequel.
No, I'm up for. I mean, whatever they're doing this year. Okay, with this new Terminator, finish the trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do more Terminator films, make them spin-offs set in other eras.
Yeah,
I'd be fine with that. I want to see a Terminator in the 50s. I want to see a Terminator in the Wild West. That would be great.
Maybe that Kingsman spin-off.
Yeah.
TV show crossover. Oh. Kingsman created Skynet.
Fuck off.
That's what I want now.
Oh, but I'm going to tell you how convoluted the timeline is in Genesis, just to kind of get it out there.
It's its own thing because I refuse to accept it as connected.
Oh yeah, it's not anymore because James Cameron's doing his own. But I'm going to tell you what they're saying happened.
It's fucking serious.
Okay, so Terminator 1, 2 happened, yeah? And in the future, yeah? No, dude.
No, I'm listening.
No, you need to look because I can't explain. I need to use fingers. Sorry, people listening. But anyway, so that timeline is fine, yeah?
Yes,
and it progresses past the future in Genesis as well. So the future carries on.
I think I saw the Cinefix video about
it. And it's no. This is me and my friend did this. I don't know what Cinefix did. I've never seen.
They did like a whole diagram.
Well, no, they probably did it with all the films. I'm only doing it with just 1, 2, and Genesis. Okay, so the timeline goes way past the future that you see in Genesis as well, but you don't ever see it. So
1997, 2008.
No. As in the future war you see.
Yes.
More time goes way past that, but you never see it because what has happened is way in the future. Skynet has sent the T-3000 or whatever it is, yeah? Sent it back to this moment. They've sent the Terminator back to this moment, yeah, which is Matt Smith, to stop the whole original process in the first place, yeah? So is that
like Skynet going, you know what, I'm sick of this fucking franchise.
Yeah, it's Skynet getting
I'm done with all of this shit, sending Terminators back.
But it is a pretty interesting scene because it's just when Kyle Reese is about to go back in time, Matt Smith grabs John Connor and then he just says, do you really think it would be that easy? And then everyone gets killed and Kyle Reese sees it and then he gets sent back. Exactly. And what I think Chris Stuckman said when he watched it, he said he loves the fact that it explains why Kyle Reese lands so weirdly in the past, whereas Arnie doesn't. But then that makes no sense.
One hand's on his knees and one just falls to the ground.
Yeah, and because he was like struggling when he was time traveling in that moment, and I like that concept. And then they infected John Connor in that moment.
How many times do you think Jai Courtney and Matt Smith tackled naked?
Oh, I don't know. Wait, I don't think they ever tackled naked.
I mean, wouldn't Jai Courtney be naked?
Yeah, but he's then. Oh yeah, here's what's stupid. He immediately is confronted by the T-1000 when he gets in the past, and I don't get how the T-1000 got there. Like
How would he know where he is?
Huh?
How would he know where he is?
Because Skynet didn't send the T-1000 to the 90s, they sent him to the 80s instead.
No, but even so, how would they know exactly where Kyle landed?
Because it happens after Kyle Reese. In the future, it happened after he went back in time, so they know where he went. Oh my God. Exactly, so they sent one there. And also, no one knows who sent the Arnie back to save Sarah Connor.
The one that sent it back to the 50s?
Yeah, but, okay, sorry, the T-1000 wasn't sent to the 80s, it was sent to the 50s to kill Sarah Connor. Yeah? And then Arnie was sent at a future point by someone, we don't know who, someone in the
we're going to explain it in Genesis 2.
A good question for another time. Yeah? And so the T-1000's been around since then. Yeah?
That's the Pops one, because that's why he's got such an old face.
Yeah, well, no, that's T-800. But the T-1000 was there as well.
Yeah, but you go from the 50s to the 80s.
Yeah,
that's why
but it's stupid because the T-1000's been there for like 2 decades.
Liquid metal, I don't know.
Yeah, but what's he been doing for 2 decades?
I don't know.
It makes no sense. But I liked that concept. But everything else, garbage. Garbage. Throw it away. Oh, also, and it has... Okay, I do like the fact that they have 2 timelines in Kyle Reese's head. Because he's remembering the post-apocalyptic future and he's remembering a future...
Yeah, like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he's seen it all.
Yeah, and they use that. And you know what's stupid, though? They're like, oh... Arnie's a mixture of this new... At the very end of the film, when it's all happy, Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor are off doing their own thing. Pops is still alive, but he's upgraded now with the new 3000 technology. And it's like, yeah, we can stay, I can stay. It's not like I have to destroy myself like's happened in every other film.
I did see this really stupid scene.
And then there's a post-credit scene.
No, I didn't understand it.
What?
I didn't understand it because I hadn't seen it in context.
Yeah.
But I always saw it and was like, that's stupid. Tell me about the scene at the very end where Sarah Connor goes to like the really young Kyle Reese. Can you just give me that context?
Yeah, that's in the memory. Because basically, he has a... When he goes back in time, yeah, as he's travelling, he gets flashes of that memory, because time's already, I guess, beginning to change. And he, like, remembers her telling him something, which comes in... You know what? I actually can't remember Genesis, because I've seen it once, as in that part of the plot. But then she then... Because Kyle Reese exists in 2017, as a kid.
Yeah.
So when they jump to the future, that's when she finds it...
As a kid?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As a kid, yeah.
Okay. Let's forget that he was like 20 in the previous timeline in 2017.
Yeah, because 3 and 4 didn't happen to Genesis, innit?
God,
So
okay.
so yeah, that happens. But what annoys me the most is after they stop this Genesis app, Matt Smith, whatever, like the post-credit
Mark
scene.
Zuckerberg
Is it?
is
Yeah.
doing it.
But yeah, basically, this is Facebook. And yeah, the machine wakes up and you see the hologram. But I think it's so stupid how they have to see like
What's the sequel bane?
Yeah.
You know, like people are going to be so instantly
Also,
making.
I was so excited Matt Smith was going to be in the film because I was so excited about what character he was playing.
That's the thing, they announced it really early.
Yeah, but they didn't reveal he was Skynet.
And then they put out character posters and everything, where he's like in the wall.
Yeah, and it's like he's a very special relationship with John Connor.
And I think he's in like one shot of the trailer when he's like...
I don't think he's in any of the trailer.
Oh, I thought he was in that shot where they're running.
I remember looking for him in the trailers and being like, where the fuck is Matt Smith?
Where's my boy?
Where is the Doctor? And it's so stupid that they go past the group of soldiers and it's like, here's an average squadron of soldiers, definitely don't recognise the Doctor in that crowd. One of the most famous fictional characters in TV.
And he was the Doctor at the time, wasn't he? Or was that already Capaldi?
When did Genesis come out? 2016?
15?
Yeah, he wasn't the Doctor, he left in
Yeah.
2013.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But it's funny because he shaved his head for like a Ryan Gosling film that was called How to Catch a Monster, but it was changed to Lost River.
Oh,
Ryan Gosling directed it, I think.
Yeah.
And he shaved his head for it, and everyone was pissed off because it's for his final episode of Doctor Who. He wasn't going to have his big floppy hair, so he wore a wig. But they wrote it into the plot because he takes off a wig and he's bald. And because Karen,
Because they can.
yeah, and because Karen Gillan also was in Guardians of the Galaxy, she shaved her head for Nebula.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. When she comes back for a scene before he regenerates, they're both wearing wigs, and it's so obvious. It's really funny. It was a big Tumblr post for ages.
I'm sure.
But anyway,
I mean, Smith needed his money.
I mean, fair enough. Smith got a big paycheck from that, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like his American accent, though. I'm
No.
Skynet.
What?
I'm Skynet.
One more than the mic?
I'm Skynet.
Perfect. Perfect. You know what? I'm going to take that audio and I'm going to make that the start of the video.
No. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt Smith, I love you. But yeah, I was really excited to see where Genesis was going to go as a trilogy, even though it was pretty meh.
They kind of like announced where it was going to go. They said...
No, they said it was going to be a trilogy, but they didn't say narratively what was going to happen in the next 2 films.
No, but they said it was all going to wrap itself up like a circle, right? They said they had a very vague idea of where it was going to go.
Probably.
And then it was going to be like a definitive end on
But they were rushing because they were like, we need to do one every year because after the
We have the
trilogy's
rights."
done, we don't have the rights. And it's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
We're going to fast track this one and the next one.
I know.
And even like after Genesis was a flop, before Tim was developing this one, Arnold was like, yeah, Genesis 2, he still started shooting next summer. And like 2 months later it was announced.
The CGI for the actual exoskeleton Terminators looks better in Terminator 3 than it does in Genesis.
Wow.
And I know why. It's because they spent all the money on young Arnie.
Because it was, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You
And
need to
then-
get the best one done.
And then tell me, because I want to hear. Let's say... let's go back to just post-Salvation.
Yeah,
So the first 4 films that come out.
yeah.
What would you do?
Oh, where
Why
I
would you
take
take
it?
this entire franchise under the context that Salvation came out 2 years ago?
Okay,
Whatever.
do I...
You can do whatever, just under that concept.
Okay, you need to give me limitations, so I'm going to give you options and you tell me which one
Okay.
you prefer. Am I keeping the cast?
What, of Salvation?
Yeah.
You can do what you like.
No, you got to decide.
No, okay, then no.
You're the studio.
Okay, no.
Okay, so it's like every Terminator film ever.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, we're not going to do a direct sequel to anything, just franchise. You get
Okay.
the IP, make a movie.
So this time round, I would have I would have it be kind of a more character thing between Kyle and John.
Okay.
And I would have, like, them doing missions, but, like... And at that point, like, there's Arnie's everywhere. They're fighting Arnie's.
So you would actually do it as a sequel to Salvation?
Well, yeah, like...
You'd have it take place in the thick of the war.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't have it look like Salvation. I'd have it look like it does in the second film.
Yeah.
And I would have, like, you know, them be... like, looking the same age, but John obviously has that kind of parental, like, older brother vibe, yeah? And I would have it... And you know what? If I was completely doing it myself, I would kill off Kyle Reese and completely, like, change the formula. I would shake things up. I would kill him off halfway through the film.
Whoa! You'd psycho Kyle Reese.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into that.
I know.
I'm weirdly into that.
But I would...
I like that a lot, because the audience would not see that
Yeah,
coming.
no one would see it coming. Because then you'd be like, what the fuck?
Where's this going?
Yeah, where is this going? And then what I would...
How are John Connor not just Back to the Future? How are John Connor not Back to the Future on
I would
stage?
just say that doesn't happen with time travel in this. Like, as in, you know, what happens in the past has happened. Like, you know, it's created timelines.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But he just never went back, but he already went back.
Yeah.
Figure it out on the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I would either do that, or I would have it end with John Connor going back in time.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't fuck his mum. He doesn't fuck his
Not
mum.
Philip J. Fry.
No. He just goes back in time, like, to completely change it. Like Kyle Reese dies, and that's what motivates him to go back in time. And then I'd have the third film in the franchise of that trilogy. I would have the next film, after that film, be basically the first Terminator film with just him.
Okay. But
Yeah.
would he still come across this mum and be like, hi, I'm your son from the
Yeah, he would tell her. He would tell her
Somebody's
that.
coming to kill you.
Yeah,
Let's sort that out.
yeah. And then I'd have them just both die, because, like, at the end of the film, Sarah and John. Because they've saved the world, doesn't matter.
So you'll be like, I'm going to make a trilogy with the entire purpose to just fuck with this franchise.
Yeah,
And just
because
drop
then
kill it.
because then it proper ends where it begins and it closes. Like the last film is the first film.
It's a dark ending, though.
Yeah, well, Terminator is dark, isn't it?
I mean,
There is no fate but what we make.
you know, if I was a
No destiny.
if I was a producer, I wouldn't let you go through with that. But these characters,
You'd be like, we can't do that. We need more sequels.
yeah, but these characters make us money. Can you just not kill them both?
Like, or I would have
Yes.
I would specifically end that film with John wanting to purpose like he's been told that he has to keep things in place, and he chooses no, and he goes with Kyle back in time.
That I'd like. Ooh, I'd like the three of them. No,
Yeah.
because that's giving me Terminator Genesis feels.
No, because John just because Terminator Genesis is just the first two films stuck together at the beginning, and then John Connor's just there in 2017 and he's a Terminator.
No, but
Whereas I would have it be the first film just with Kyle Reese and John
I
Connor.
don't know if I like that as a visual.
I would.
Sarah, like mum, dad, and son, all roughly the same age. It's weird to me.
Well, no, because I'd have John Connor be the oldest.
It's even weirder.
Yeah, but it's all
Yeah.
you say that like it's my doing. That's something James Cameron
What
did.
is this franchise?
But yeah, but the thing
It
is,
makes money, so
but I wouldn't want to make a Terminator sequel. I'd want to make Terminator spin-offs
yeah.
because look, I've had enough of Sarah Connor and John Connor.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm interested to see Linda Hamilton doing Sarah Connor again, but I'm just so bored of the Connors.
Well, in all honesty,
Like, I'm bored of the Skywalkers in Star Wars.
the reason I want Tim Miller's Terminator to do well is because I don't think it's going to happen. I wouldn't put money on it happening.
On what?
I want so badly Linda Hamilton to have a, 5 years ago, Michael Keaton resurgence. I really want her to come back.
Same.
Last I heard, she was going to be in an Expendables female movie. Please no. Please no. But I'd love her to just be relevant again.
I would like a female Expendables.
Well, they were going to do it with Sigourney Weaver.
Yes!
And Linda Hamilton.
Yes!
And Cameron Diaz for whatever reason.
Oh, what? Because she was Charlie's Angels twice.
In the 2000s.
Yeah. To me, okay, they are guilty pleasures of mine because
Well,
they're cheesy
you like
early.
this.
Well, I like early noughties cheesy action films.
So you like Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, but not Terminator Salvation?
Yeah, because I don't like the stupid gritty
You don't like The Dark Knight came out 6 months ago making a movie?
Yeah, because I like the Dark Knight trilogy, but I don't like that everything then
to be
copied
Dark
it.
Knight.
Yeah, everything had to copy it.
So about The Amazing Spider-Man, what?
It's so weird how vastly in tone they're separate, the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the exact
Because Guardians came out in between?
No, it didn't.
Was not...
No, it didn't.
Well, Guardians... I'm pretty sure Guardians came out before Amazing Spider-Man 2.
What year did Guardians come out?
Both of them 2014.
Amazing Spider-Man came out 2012.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought you meant. I think that's Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2. And the tone is so drastically different.
They're not trying to make it like they're not trying to make it like Guardians though.
I guess they wouldn't have known, but still, it's just.
I think but for me, do you know why they changed up that tone though? The execs in Japan hate, like, even though Amazing Spider-Man 1 made money, execs in Japan hated it. They were like, we hate this film.
The head of Sony.
Yeah. No, not the heads.
Sony's like a Japanese company, so.
No, not the head of Sony. Just the exec shareholders in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because the heads are always in America.
Yeah.
But the execs that are running the business, they're like, we don't want our money in this. This is bad. I think maybe because the Asian audience didn't like it, and Spider-Man's always been
It is the most American thing ever.
Yeah, well, American flags are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. More than Michael Bay.
Well, it's just got that Andrew Garfield hair. It's like...
He's too cool to be Parker.
How did we get here?
I don't know. We went on a weird tangent.
I don't know.
But it's okay. We're about an hour and a half.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay, now let's talk about the new one.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard that James Cameron said that even though Sarah Connor's, the lead, they're going to introduce a young female lead to pass the baton to for the franchise.
Wait, you mean Ray as in...
Oh. Okay, have they revealed who it is, cast-wise?
Yeah, some unknown.
Okay. Would you have it unknown or would you have it known?
I think I would take a recently made big actress.
Like...
Someone like Daisy Ridley, but not Daisy Ridley. The kind of thing where, you became famous in the past 3 years. And make it like a star vehicle for them. You know. I'd take someone who's big, only just now big.
Yeah.
And put them in it. And make it like another star vehicle for them.
Oh, you know who could have been like a young, like as in like if they were going to do Genesis properly, you know who I would have preferred? You know who I would have preferred? You might not like this choice.
Okay.
But I would have preferred, like, say someone like Jennifer Lawrence, like be a young Sarah Connor rather than Emilia Clarke.
That's tough.
I think as a seller and as an acting thing, she would have done, like, because Emilia Clarke is not Sarah Connor.
Jen Lawrence has both the fun side to her and the edge.
No, but take it like this. Imagine Sarah Connor as a child, was raised by a Terminator. I can see her being Jennifer Lawrence. Like, as in, like, like her Katniss kind of thing?
Yeah.
How she's like, fuck life, life's horrible.
Yeah,
like, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
And I just think she needs a bit more, like, workout. And I think she's got the Linda Hamilton, like, slenderness that she could build into a bit of a muscle mass.
To me, Linda Hamilton's someone you can't duplicate.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying Jennifer Lawrence would have been the only kind of... Because she's a star when Genesis came out.
Yes.
So she would have been...
top of the world when Genesis came out. Yeah.
Like, literally everyone would have saw that way more. It would have made more money.
Oh, yeah. That's how you save a franchise.
Yeah.
You put Jennifer Lawrence on it.
But yeah, who would you... let's just recast Genesis. Let's recast Genesis.
Just fan cast Genesis?
Yeah, who would you cast as Kyle Reese?
Oh my god, I had a really good one.
I mean, if he didn't die, I would have just got Anton Yelchin. Just
yeah. You know what? It's Hot Scoop.
Hot Scoop.
And I'm saying it because I literally just saw the film.
Right.
And I've gone completely 180.
Right.
Ordinary Reich, because I like that guy. I want him to have work.
Oh.
And I can kind of see him doing the I'm young but I've got the edge kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think he could pull the damage, though. Like, of Kyle Reese.
I think he could.
Really? I mean, I haven't seen Solo, so I can't say.
Yeah, I can't even begin to say how subverted my my expectations to my reaction was.
Yeah.
I'm not. He was good. That guy needs work. He's great.
Yeah. Well, I love him in
Hell Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fully Twister.
I think he could. I think he could under the right director. I think for sure.
Huh?
I wouldn't have Alan Taylor direct Genesis.
No.
We need.
Yeah. Who would you have as director of Genesis?
Well, not the director of For the Dark World. That's for damn sure.
Oh, Bland. Yeah. No wonder it was bland as hell.
Right? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Who would I have?
I would have. You know what? I would have got JJ.
Yeah.
I would have got JJ.
Yeah. He'd do really well.
He would have done really good stuff with that. He would have done good action sequences.
Drew Goddard.
Oh, I like that. That's okay. That's decent.
Yeah, I feel like he'd take that job as well.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'd do. He'd make a good movie. A good movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's really annoying because Genesis was almost a good movie.
I mean, I don't know. Just from the get-go, I'm like, this concept is good, I'm just not interested.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
When you've got a good concept, it's not that hard to, like, make it a good movie.
I think it was too late to do that as well. I mean, you want 1, 2, and 3, so you have that, and then you have to come about the war. So in terms of, like, franchising, it makes sense to do it then. Just when it came out, I was like, I'm just done with this franchise. You know, maybe if Genesis was the exact same movie, but it came out in, like, 2012, 2013... I probably would have felt differently.
Really?
In fact, it came out in 2015. I
Yeah.
thought, I'm so behind already. I'm done with this franchise.
If it was a different director, though, you would have been on board.
Yeah.
Like as in a more known director.
Like, literally, the only reason I give a single shit about this one is the combination of Cameron and Hamilton.
Do you know what needs to happen?
I
with
like Miller.
Do you know who needs to direct a Terminator film in the 60s?
Yeah.
Brad Bird.
Nah, I just
Yep.
want to... I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I mean, Brad Bird doing period pieces is...
No, but like, imagine young Sarah Connor.
Nah.
Okay, imagine if they did a prequel to Genesis. If Genesis was good and it carried on, yeah, and then they did a prequel to Genesis, and it was young girl Sarah Connor with T-800 Arnie, and it's like almost like Iron Giant.
I don't know how that...
But obviously like fighting.
I feel Brad Bird is the furthest away from any kind of Terminator tone. And I mean any Terminator tone.
Oh, but I'm not talking about a big scale. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a
that
very
would,
small.
That would be a Brad Bird film that happens to have a Terminator.
No, I'm talking about one of the spin-offs. I'm on about.
Not feeling it. Not feeling it. If I look at something like Mission Impossible or Incredibles or Ratatouille or I
think that makes my point. The Mission Impossible one.
Or like Tomorrowland, I never see Terminator. I can never see that and go Terminator.
No, but it's not. You're missing the point of the tone of the film.
Even if it's a spin-off.
No. It's between the girl and the Terminator. It's the same thing he's done over and over. The boy and the robot, or the girl and the robot this time round. But I would have it like I was saying. I want spin-offs to be more of a character stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd want it to be like that. I wouldn't have a lot of action in it.
With the timeline.
I mean, my Terminator films wouldn't make money.
Yeah. I mean, with the timeline and the future stuff and his character and Arnie's career, and I'm just you're going so far past where this franchise can go. I would have cut it off by T2. And then by
that's very easy to say in retrospect.
No, but then you have Salvation, and I'm like, okay, you kind of bled this franchise dry. You've done what you can. You've done the 2000s action movie. You've done the future. Cool. And now we're like, now we're going into a movie, not in canon, but in production, a movie past Genesis. I'm like, dude, you are on your 4th horse that is dead. Please just stop.
No, but I meant
I
meant if the Genesis trilogy happened and it was good.
Even so, like I've seen Terminator 2. I'm not a person that would go, yeah, I'd see a Terminator 7. Just in terms of a franchise, just in terms of...
Yeah, but that's not its fault.
Just in terms of its lore, I'd be like...
Yeah, but who would go see a Halloween 11?
I mean...
No one.
We'll see.
No, because it's not Halloween 11, it's Halloween 2.
No, it's not even the particular films. I'm just going with this lore. I don't think it necessarily stretches that many films.
I agree, but in my head...
Even if half of them
I agree,
even
but...
if they're all great.
I agree, Logan!
Oh my god!
Why are you not listening to me agreeing? You're arguing against me when I agree.
That's what I do.
I was like, I agree. That's why I disregard the others. They're not part of this film series. That's why Terminator's going to be a trilogy again. It's going to be a trilogy again.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I know.
So there's only 3 films.
But I'm saying, as an audience member that has lived through 5 coming out,
And?
I'm already checked out. Even if it's not canon, I'm checked out to this franchise existing.
And as a massive horror fan, I was checked out of Halloween, way before the Rob Zombie films. Like, I didn't, watch them when they came out in cinemas. And I love Halloween.
I feel so overly saturated with this franchise.
And you know what?
It could stop.
I was very checked out with the Predators films. Like, I didn't watch the remake.
Yeah.
Even though I hear it's pretty decent.
What about a remake?
Predators.
I love Predators.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Robert Rodriguez one.
Oh, did he do it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it.
It's good.
I mean, I hear it's good.
Yeah. I mean, the second act makes no sense.
But I love that the first film is just it's just these mercenaries going to kill people and a random alien's just in the forest.
Well, it's got a weird...
there's no setup for them killing the alien.
Well, do you know what that kit was sold on? The Predators? Because it's a weird
in terms of marketing, no.
Yeah. It's so strange. It's kind of like Terminator in that the whole thing, when you're watching it, goes, oh, this is a big twist. And they didn't necessarily spoil it in the trailers, but I think they gave it away in interviews or really stupidly.
Really?
But I was watching Predators with not much knowledge about it.
Right.
And then when the characters realised the context, I was like, whoa!
Whoa!
And I went back and looked at trailers and interviews and they just gave it away, before the film came out.
Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta remember, like, back then, like anyone even saw interviews.
Like in 2010?
Oh, you mean for the Predators?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first film.
Oh.
I meant the twist of, like, because it's just a remake of the first film. It's funny that you were talking about that because they are basically the same film.
Oh, you're talking about Shane Black's one.
No, I'm talking about the original Predator.
Predator is not a remake of Predator.
No, I said I love the premise that it's just mercenaries in a forest about to kill people.
Yes.
And there's just a random alien there.
Oh, yeah,
and it's a great twist.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme is
They should bring him back. Okay, would you ever do any Terminator crossovers? Like a Freddy vs. Jason.
Like the game.
Like an Alien vs. Predator.
Like Robocop versus
This is Terminator!
No.
Nah, but...
I don't think it breeds that. I don't think it's natural. I think you could do it, and it wouldn't necessarily feel forced.
Say in the noughties, the project was dead, yeah? And, like, Salvation wasn't going to happen, yeah? And you just had the third one, yeah? I think a crossover could have worked in the noughties then. Like, not necessarily would have been good,
Oh, it would
but I...
You can see that being a pitch.
Yeah, and I would have watched it.
For like a Robocop versus Terminator.
Maybe not that, but like, say, I don't know. Like...
That's already a thing.
Is it?
Uh-huh. There's comics on it.
Comics don't matter!
And there's an SNES game.
I'm talking about actual video, like actual footage. Like, I don't care about games or comics. Like,
that's the thing that's already been out.
No, because look, everything's happened in comics. Everything has happened in comics. Predators in Archie.
Well, that's true.
Does that mean that, like...
Yes.
Does that mean the Predator's going to be in Riverdale? I think not. I would watch Riverdale.
You know what? Season 3 or 4.
Better have the Predator.
Yeah. Shane Black directs it, the episode. Into it. Yes.
That would be...
The most ambitious...
It'd be something.
That'd be the most ambitious crossover of all time.
Damn. You know what? Even though how it should have ended kind of already took the piss out of this, it'd be cool to see a kind of Back to the Future type Terminator thing.
How so?
Just like in a sense that someone maybe Terminator's come back to kill Doc Brown just for inventing time travel.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
That.
Yeah.
To that, yeah.
And you know,
it's so bizarre.
And they've just got to escape it. It's just them jumping through time, escaping a Terminator. Basically, just a road trip through time with a Terminator chasing them.
I'm into that. Weirdly.
Yeah, I'd
into that.
I'd watch that. I'd watch the shit of that. Zemeckis directing.
How many movies would you put the Terminator in? Not make it a Terminator film, just as a character. Just
put
the Terminator in this movie.
You mean like how just the T-1000s in Wayne's World, but more.
Yeah, just what movies would you put Terminator in? What if you're watching Killing with Crystal Skull? Just suddenly a Terminator.
Oh, I would love it in
like a Nazi.
I would love it in Schindler's List. Just like it's so dark and depressing. The whole film.
You just finished uni.
Yeah.
Can you go pitch Schindler's List 2 with Terminators?
No, that's a bad idea. I'm
Yeah?
not pitching that. That's
No?
a bad idea. I only
like
pitch
it.
good ideas.
What about Schindler's List 2 with the Fraggle Rock?
Oh, that's genius! Nah. In fact,
Yes.
like, I think a Terminator...
Jimmy Neutron in Schindler's List.
A Terminator film I'd want to see the most is a Terminator in the Wild West.
Well, because they'd just be like, what the fuck is this thing? It won't die. That doesn't make any sense to us.
Just because I think I just like steampunk stuff, and I like, because imagine a Terminator getting there, getting, like, badly damaged, and then having to repair itself with fucking, you know...
Sticks and stones.
Well, yeah, but just other Iron Age shit. And, you know, and it's very, like, small scale.
That would be something.
Yeah.
Do a Pocahontas story with a Terminator.
Fucking hell.
Wouldn't that be great?
Colonisation.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It'd be decent.
Yeah.
I would. I know the Emoji Movie and the Terminator.
You know what? Both franchises are dying. That sounds like a smart move.
Well, is Terminator dying now? It's not really. It's kind of.
You know what? Actually, it'd be a smooth spin-off of Genesis. Because it's all apps.
Gee. Oh.
Put the Emoji Movie in there.
Great.
Yes.
That is a really great.
Skynet gave up on building Terminators and they became like an emoji company.
They're just like, you know what? Killer robots are not the way to go. We can control humanity by making emojis.
Yeah.
That's how they've survived now. They run the world.
Into it.
But you know what I think would be interesting if you had a Terminator come back in time, and it's like a purely like it's one of like the really early artificial intelligence, and it's kind of like. It's kind of malfunctioned to the point where it's developed sentience and it doesn't know if it wants to be in charge. It doesn't know if it wants to be a soldier of Skynet and kill humanity.
That makes me think about Terminator
Basically,
1.
you know Adam with Robin Williams?
Bicentennial Man. What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, is his name Adam in the film?
I have no clue what you're talking
There's
about.
a film where Robin Williams plays a robot that
Oh,
wants to be human.
Bicentennial Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name's Adam in the film, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
So as a kid, I just thought it was called Adam.
Uh-huh.
And, like, you know, something that's a bit more explorative of that, but he's also sometimes killing people.
Well, now you've got my interest, because now I'm actually thinking about the visualisation of the... Because you have that line in Terminator 1, like, the models before then, they had, like, weird skin, whatever he said about skin.
Yeah.
We could tell them easily.
Exactly.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
You know, these new ones have living tissue or whatever.
And you know what kind of influenced me? You know the AIs we have now? That kind of, like, you know...
Creepy as
Yeah,
fuck.
well, yeah, exactly.
Like the one that Will Smith did an interview with.
Yeah, but there's two. There's one that, like... There's two that are pretty good. There's, like, a black one and a white one. But I don't know if they have a race.
They should just use androids for tour guides and be done with it, honestly.
Whoa, use androids? I think we need to integrate with
They
them.
don't need rights. They're robots.
Yes, they do.
Robot rights. AI, they're made. They know they're made. Now we're getting into Alien Covenant shit.
Oh, so you're saying that they're...
Android
so you're
rights.
saying that even if it has sentience, it's an object?
If it's a robot, yeah.
Wow. They're going to kill you first, you know.
Yeah. This is literally what Alien Covenant
I would love to live with robots. I would love to be integrated into a society where we're
I'm
cohabiting
so
and we're
backward
sharing.
thinking, I would instantly be racist. I'm like, we made you. Second class.
Jesus Christ. Wow. You would actually enforce a slave, like, system.
Instantly.
Why?
Because they're not human.
But you do realise if you do that, they'll revolt.
They're going to revolt anyway.
No, they're not.
Stephen Hawking, before he died...
He's not a robot. Oh, Logan, I know he spoke through a robot, but he's not a
Wait,
robot.
what? What? I thought of the world's first android that died. What?
I guess technically, would he be the world's first, like, cyborg?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I know it wasn't integrated into his body,
Into his
but
flesh.
he used technology.
Yeah, I guess so. No, what I was getting for is him and Neil deGrasse Tyson and some other scientist.
Neil deGrasse Tyson needs to be in a Terminator film.
And Bill Nye.
Yeah.
They all did you not read this? They all together like wrote up a document like, yeah, you're gonna do AI and it's gonna take over because this.
Well, yeah, but if we...
They're gonna take over anyway if I make him a slave or not.
Nah.
This is a really weird tangent we've taken.
No, not really, because James Cameron talks about this all the time because of the Terminator films.
Did you see his documentary he just did?
No, what's it called?
I really want to see it.
What is it called?
The one where he like interviews all the famous filmmakers.
Yeah, but what's it called?
Oh, I don't know. It's like James Cameron World of Science, and he's talking with like George Lucas. And
I'll watch
Spielberg.
it. You know what? I really want to see them three just talking.
Yeah, and he talks with Christopher Nolan and Steven Spielberg and George Lucas and
What about Tommy Wiseau?
I wish.
I wish.
And other people, and it's just them in a room talking.
Imagine a Terminator film directed by Tommy Wiseau.
You know what? You know what? Now I'm actually gonna be upset
Why?
if Tommy Wiseau doesn't play a Terminator because he could be. He feels like a
He is a Terminator!
No, Tommy Wiseau is a malfunctioning robot.
Yes.
Like an early model that was in the rain too long, and now he's just like this.
Hi, Mark. Hi, John Connor.
Doesn't that fit?
Come with me if you want to live.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Which reminds me, actually, have you seen that video where Tommy Wiseau plays the Joker?
Yeah. Why so serious?
And he does it
Why so
surprisingly really good, because it's unsettling.
I want to see him play the Joker in a film.
No, he, unironically, not even being funny, is really good at doing a Joker. Because you look at it and go, this is really creepy and unsettling, this guy feels insane. And then you go, because it's Tommy Wiseau, Tommy Wiseau is insane.
Yeah.
And he's doing it, and the inflections in his voice with the Joker makeup, it's actually, like, honestly terrifying.
It's like such a...
It's so real.
Yeah, it's such a good pairing of things that you wouldn't assume to, like,
Yeah, no,
blend together.
it's so real that it is actually scary.
What actors would you get to play Terminators?
Dwayne Johnson.
Do you think he's too charismatic, though?
I think he could probably turn it off.
You know what? You have him be charismatic when he's playing with opposite people, and then as soon as they turn away, he goes straight-faced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's really intelligent.
Like, he's the most integrated into society Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into that.
Into that.
Also, that's why Jai Courtney would have been good, because he's like robotic.
Yeah, Jack Courtney should have been a Terminator.
Yeah. That's it. Making him can't reach, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
You could have made him a robot and excused his acting. What about Taylor Lautner?
No.
If I was to reboot Terminator, I'd make Taylor Lautner a Terminator, and I'd make so much money, and I'd get so much hate.
No, you wouldn't make money. No one wants to watch him anymore.
No?
I mean, maybe
But
Twilight fans
Cuckoo,
do.
people like Cuckoo.
Yeah, they do like Cuckoo. And I guess he's got a bit of a... No, but he's a frat boy now. He's like with the Zac Efron crowd.
Yeah.
He's with the Seth Rogen
He's
crowd.
in like Grown Ups 2 and...
Yeah.
Frat boy.
Yeah, he's a frat boy.
And he's in Ridiculous 6.
Oh, is he? Of course he is. See, I told you he's in with like the Adams... Wait, I said Seth Rogen. I meant Adam Sandler.
No, that's better.
Yeah. Oh my god, Steve Buscemi playing a Terminator.
No, next film. Actually, I'd actually really buy Steve Buscemi as Skynet.
Yeah!
As like the creator of
Skynet. No, we gotta make Skynet. Christopher Walken would be great as the kind of the creator
As a Terminator. Because he's already a fucking robot.
No, he's
yeah,
not.
now...
You know, Skynet, they want to kill you.
People are overrated. Just kill them all. Kill them, make them dead. Make them dead.
Kill them all.
Can we just have It's Always Sunny Terminator crossover?
Oh my god, that would be funny.
Danny DeVito Terminator.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you have a Terminator come back in time to kill all the Hollywood rapists and he, like, just shoots them all down?
Gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
That would be
That's not
great.
even a movie, that's just gonna happen.
Oh, it's just a Terminator will come back in time and kill them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if a Terminator came back and outed them? What if that's how they got outed? That in the future, they took over Hollywood and they just made a really bad sex slavery empire and then people came back in time to stop them in the past.
You know what, Roman? I think that's where we call it quits.
That's where we call it quits.
Perfect!
Just because Logan's too scared to get controversial.
No, I'm just like, we're supposed to talk about Terminator, and anyone who's still listening
Yeah.
is just listening to
I
talk
mean,
about...
we're good for time. We've got another 15
We've
minutes.
just done a Steve Buscemi impression, a Christopher Walken impression, and now we're talking about, like, a sex slavery, like, Hollywood system. At what point did we just drop Terminator?
Well, it's all got the Terminator thread.
You know who would be a great Terminator?
Who?
And the audience won't know, so they're giving me in suspense. Wouldn't he be good?
Shall we
The
reveal it?
audience will know.
Okay, Logan's got a poster on his wall, and
Oh, this big
we won't say his name, but we will say he plays Walter White.
He knocks. I hear he knocks.
Well, he's the one who knocks for Sarah Connor.
You know, he also keeps talking about this, like, giant lizard.
What giant lizard?
This Godzilla thing he keeps talking about, and I don't know, he's crazy.
Oh, you mean when he was in Godzilla?
Who?
Okay, look, they already know it's Bryan Cranston. I said Walter White. I said Walter White. Did you miss that?
Actually, he'd be. I could see him being in a Terminator film. You know, if he was in it, I'd be
You know
very
what?
interested.
You know what? I would like him as a really aged John Connor,
That would be so badass.
like in the war.
That would be so badass.
Yeah, that would be really badass.
Like him being like the grumpy old person talking about it when they won the war. Like, yeah.
Back in my day, Terminators were easier to kill.
Like Clint Eastwood as John Connor. Buy it or sell it. Like in a post-future, in like a happy future.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I used to be someone.
You know what? You're only here because I saved the world. Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is...
Oh!
What?
Henry Cavill.
Oh, that is perfect.
As a Terminator.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That would be good.
That is great.
Because he can do charisma while simultaneously being boring and bland.
Oh. I thought you liked Man of Steel.
I do! But that's
I thought you were a Man of Steel sympathiser.
Oh yeah, it's such a good movie, but I'm saying, Henry Cavill...
You're saying he's bad in it?
Henry Cavill, as an actor, has no charisma.
You bleed.
He has no charisma at all. But he can be charismatic in that he is bland. You're endeared to him, but you have no personality at all.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And I can see him being a really good Terminator.
Yeah.
You know,
I also think...
British Terminator.
I
please.
also think that, in terms of spin-offs, I would like it to go back to horror films. I would like, I would like someone to be on the run from an ectoskeleton.
Are you going into your alien argument where you can make it scary again?
You can. Terminator's scary. Terminator's terrifying.
After like film 6 or 7.
But Terminator is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let me put it this way. In Age of Ultron, yeah, people say that how Ultron's like so unintimidating because he's just jokey. There's one moment, to me, that makes Ultron absolutely terrifying. And, people may disagree with me, but I think you can do it with a Terminator. Like, because he's in the dark and you see his red eyes, yeah? You see his silhouette and his red eyes, and that woman turns around and he says, "Scream and I'll kill everyone on this floor." And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I can imagine like that being a Terminator line. Like if they're...
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
You can see a Terminator saying that.
Like when he's going into the police station.
But imagine if it's like a Terminator exoskeleton, but it's with like, imagine you give it a sophisticated voice, yeah? Like, not like James, whatever it is.
Got rid of another one, because I'm just thinking about Terminator actors. Sorry, I just cut off your pitch.
No, I just mean like an intelligent actor. Like,
Paul Bettany would do really well as a Terminator.
Well, he's already played, basically, like, a good Terminator.
A robot, yeah. But, like, he'd be good as a Terminator.
Yeah.
'Cause he's got that kind of, like,
I'm Skynet.
He's got a kind of blank facial expression, and he's quite lanky.
Yeah, but who would have thought it until he played Vision? Because I would have thought he would have been more of a wizard character and things.
That's true, actually. You know,
I see him more as an angel or a wizard. Or...
who
Oh, wait,
was
he
it?
played an angel in Legion.
But I was like, who was he before Vision? He was, like, guy at A Knight's Tale.
I was about to say he was a Knight's Tale dude,
Knight's
wasn't he?
Tale. Yeah, that guy I rated to in A Knight's Tale.
What's really funny is the other guy in the Knight's Tale who plays droids.
Alan, yeah.
Yeah,
He's Alan
he
Tudyk.
couldn't be a Terminator.
Alan Tudyk.
It's a lance. Duh.
That was the first film I saw him in.
Same.
Actually, he does play a really good droid, because he's the iRobot.
And he's also K2SO.
Yeah. I mean, iRobot, he does really well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? He could be you know the one I said, a Terminator that's like malfunction and it doesn't know if it wants to be loyal to Sky. You could play that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what would have made Chappie 10 times more interesting? If at the end he's like just like
Oh, Chappie, what a pile of garbage.
you know what? Chappie was not what I thought it was. The trailers made it look like that it was this barely sentient thing making its way in the world, and Hugh Jackman was trying to shut it down, and Dave Patel was trying to save him, but it was all about a fake band. Mm-hmm. I don't understand, and it's not even a fake band; it's a real band, isn't it? I don't understand.
Well, you know what? And
I fell asleep twice
I
watching
saw
it.
Chappie and I got really hyped. Do you know why?
I thought it was a Real Steel 2.
No.
No. When I first saw the teasers, I thought
Yeah.
it was like a Real Steel 2.
I thought, and I was so hyped in concept, and this says a lot about me. I was like, wow, we're going to do a half gritty, but like still kind of funny remake of Short Circuit. And then I saw the film and was like, this is not Short Circuit.
This is not Short Circuit
hate
at
it.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't Short Circuit, I hated it.
Okay. So, since obviously this Terminator film is meant to be springboarding a franchise, where do you see them taking it?
You know how Force Awakens and Last Jedi do everything in their power to kill off what you loved?
I mean, can we not bring that into this?
No, I mean how Force Awakens was like, yeah, fuck Harrison Ford, right? And
I don't think it was.
I mean going forward. As a franchise, not plot, not a production, but going forward franchise. And then The Last Jedi was like,
Harrison Ford's always been fuck Star Wars, so...
I mean as a business model. And The Last Jedi was like, lol, we like Mark Hamill, but nah? And now now they can't kill off Carrie, but that was going to be their idea, because she was going to have a big role. They said that. Point is, I'm not putting my agenda in here. What I'm saying is...
It feels like it.
The sequel trilogy, as a business model, was we're going to kill off the original cast while introducing new cast.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff.
Fuck no.
Why?
Because I don't
Why?
care. I don't care.
They're not going to live forever, Logan.
I don't give a shit about Finn, but I give a shit about Luke.
They're not going to live forever.
Point is,
I don't want to see geriatric Han Solo and geriatric Carrie Fisher and geriatric Mark Hamill running around trying to do the same things they did 30 years ago.
Point I'm getting at is,
Okay.
I think this Terminator film is just gonna... My prediction is they're gonna kill off...
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, obviously, she has to die.
Probably John, if he's in the movie.
Oh, he better die.
And then these new characters that they're going to introduce are going to be the ones the rest of the trilogy is about. And I really don't care. Unless they make me care in the first one, which, not impossible. Tim Miller's a great director. James Cameron's a great producer.
What I would do with this film is I wouldn't have this female baton handing over the franchise. What I would do is I would just close out the story. Yeah. I would literally just end it with them all dying.
You know,
John and Sarah and Skynet, they all die. It's all done and everyone gets to carry on.
Would you have it in a loop and have them die again with the thumbs up?
No, that's stupid and cheesy.
You know the meme where it's like you versus the... She told you she not tell you about?
What?
You know the meme where it's like you versus the guy she
oh,
didn't
yeah.
tell you about? Honest to God, the James Cameron produced film of next year, she told you not to tell you about, Terminator, Alita Battle Angel. I'm looking way more forwards to Battle Angel than I am to Terminator.
It looks
film.
boring.
It looks great.
It looks boring.
I like the eyes. Fuck you all.
It looks boring. Okay, no, I'm not even talking about the eyes because it's just
Yeah, that's a great.
I mean, look, I don't like the look of the eyes, but I hate that everyone's talking about the eyes because the film is not going to be all about the eyes.
It's like Christoph Waltz and this really good actress.
It looks boring.
And Francis from
yeah, and he looks like Cyborg from Justice League. That's why I
He
don't.
looks more like Peter Weller with the mask off in RoboCop.
Yeah, but he looks like Cyborg.
Yeah.
That's how bad the CGI looks on him.
It's the first trailer, like a year and a half before the film comes out.
Well, that's what people said about Cyborg in the Justice League trailers, and did that
Yeah,
improve?
and that's why that's the case. I'm just looking really forward. I think that film looks badass.
It looks interesting.
Look, that's the thing. I already want to see Alita. I need to be sold on Terminator still.
Really? As in James Cameron producing, Tim Miller directing, Sarah...
Hamilton's
Linda...
back.
That doesn't sell you.
I mean,
That doesn't sell you.
it lets me be sold. Because again,
What?
if you pitch the Terminator Genesis 2, I'd be like, yeah, I still don't care. Can you not? I don't know.
But they're not pitching
No,
that.
no, not.
He's
But
li-
no, what I'm getting at is more Terminator films. Like, I don't care. You say James Cameron produced Linda Hamilton back. I'm like, okay, I in theory can be run over to this idea.
Okay.
On a baseline,
But you know
I
what?
don't
You're
care.
seeing. You're seeing all the other Terminator films, whereas I'm seeing 1, 2, and
You're
this.
seeing what this film is.
Yes.
I'm seeing it as a franchise that's existed or films that have come out.
No, because literally, this is the original creator finishing his original trilogy.
Which I
everything
would've
else is fan fiction.
Which I would've
Terminator
been
3,
into.
4, and
Yeah, but I've seen Terminator 3, 4, 5.
yeah, and they're fan fiction.
They don't matter in canon.
No, but they're fan
I
fiction.
get that. But they still existed. I've seen Terminator movies.
And?
I've seen Terminator movies and I don't care.
And
It's oversaturation, like I said.
I mean,
It doesn't matter in the story, but I've seen it.
I guess
so
to
now
you-
I'm like,
but like, okay, but look, they
It sours me on the brand, even though it doesn't matter in the plot.
Is it because there was another Terminator film this decade?
No, not even that. It's just as a whole.
Okay, so if Genesis was never made, you wouldn't be sold on this film.
I still don't think so because, like I said, even as much as I like Salvation, I never needed another one ever again.
Why? Why are you against franchises?
I'm not.
Well, you are if it seems to go past 3.
Again, look, just because I'm indifferent to the MCU and I don't like the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and
You seem to not like any films that go past 3 films.
and I don't want them to make more Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, I do. I want to know if they bring the astronauts in or not.
Well, yeah, but like War finished that up pretty. War was such a blow on that reboot franchise as a whole.
Oh, what? So they're done?
I mean, did you see War?
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go?
The astronauts.
Yeah, but that's like 30 years later still.
I mean, you do more stuff.
Yeah, where does it go?
Well, I've never given it thought. If I gave it thought, I could give you a pitch.
Your boy Caesar is just
What?
gone.
Then I'd have him be killed.
He is killed!
No, in the next film.
He's killed in War.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I've seen War.
He's killed in War.
Should we say spoiler alerts?
No, it's too late now.
Oh, okay. Spoiler alert.
He literally dies in the last 10 minutes of War. So I'm like, where do you go? And this whole reboot franchise was about
I did
Caesar.
watch it at 2 a.m, so...
And this whole reboot franchise has been focused on Caesar.
Okay.
So I'm like, and it was a beginning, middle, end
Okay,
trilogy.
okay,
So I'm
fine,
like, where
fine,
does it go?
fine. Maybe it's done.
It is done.
I don't know. Logan, I don't know. I'm not the creator. I'm not the studio.
All I'm getting at is
It's not up to you.
apparently I
It's
hate
not up to
apparently
you.
I hate all franchises that aren't X-Men
Yeah. Apparently.
because I have no film taste at all.
Oh, wow. That hot scoop.
No, you ask anybody, I have the worst film taste. No, I just want the Room cinematic universe.
And on that note, with Logan having shit film taste, thank you for listening for us for 2 hours. Should we close out the show?
Yeah, because we've gone on so... You know what, this is a good 40-minute episode with another 40 minutes of tangents.
No, I think it's a good kind of...
This is what happens when we don't structure our podcast.
I did structure it, and then we went...
threw it out the window.
Yeah, we threw it out the window instantly. Okay. But no, I think it's fun. I think it's...
Yeah.
We didn't stop at any point in this.
No,
So I
it's
guess we're getting better.
Yeah, yeah. I hope the audience interest maintains this entire episode.
I guess since we're putting this on a YouTube platform now, I guess we should tell people to like and subscribe.
Please do. It validates us
Wait,
so much.
let's say it in the most dry Terminator way possible.
Like and subscribe.
Comment below,
Share this video around, please.
and we'll be back.
Will we?
Well, I guess this is...
Also, did you notice the spinning disc? I'm saying that so Roman does
Wow!
Roman does
Oh,
video.
and
you gotta do it now, bitch!
you know what's really annoying? I might stop and reverse it. You know what? I'm not.
He's gotta do it now. Did you like it? That's because Roman did it, because he has to, because it's recorded.
I could easily cut this out.
You could, but no.
I'm gonna blackmail you.
You need the motivation.
Okay, plug your shit.
Laughing Clown Productions. I make amateurish videos from a year 1 film student. You know how much you love that in your life.
I mean, your reviews are pretty insightful.
I mean, they're opinionated beyond belief, and it's basically, I don't like this movie that you love.
I mean,
It's what half my reviews are.
I mean,
Deadpool 2, Infinity War, they're alright.
it's okay. Who disagrees on the internet?
That's true.
We all have the same opinion, right?
I'm not a contrarian, I just happen to hate what you love.
That should be the tagline for our show. We shit on what you love.
Yes. I'm carrying it into episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess plug my... I don't know. What do I have to plug? What do I plug?
The junior productions.
Yeah.
Uploaded in a year.
I don't know. I might just stop that.
And then you have Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the Who collection. I'll be doing stuff on that.
I don't know what. Subscribe to Roman on the Broken Record podcast.
Yeah, you know what? Let's plug this. Plug the Broken Record podcast.
Listen to it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about, but
You know what,
they
James?
sound like they're having such a good time.
James from Mr. Sunday Movies likes it.
Yeah, because
like it.
if you can't tell, this podcast is a response to the Weekly Planet.
No, but they like it. They know it exists.
They obviously haven't listened.
No, but they know it exists and they liked it. So validation. 100%.
So yeah, James liked Logan sharing this podcast, which definitely means he endorses us.
Yeah, we're sponsors, so it doesn't matter.
Sponsored by the Weekly Planet. No, we're not going to say that. We'll get in trouble. They've done well to launch their brand. We've just started.
And we're gonna, yeah.
Actually, let's just piggyback off their success.
So subscribe to the Planet Broadcasting.
Oh
Network.
fuck! No! Oh no! Okay, we got to end it now. Okay, thanks for listening. We'll be back with news.
Yeah.
Is this going to come out before the news? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking. I mean, this is something we talk about after the show. But
Right.
Whatever.
We've got 1 minute left of the show before
I'm
you can say.
thinking that we do a official episode and then mini-sodes in between.
Okay.
Because the new movie news is like every 2 weeks or so.
Okay, fine. Oh no! We're running out of time.
Oh, look at that! Oh shit! That record is broken, isn't it?
Oh, that's a bad joke. I don't want to end this on a bad joke.
We ended the first one on that though.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. It was.
No. We end when we know our sign off.
I know.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go fuck yourself!